Welcome back, people. It is episode 38 of season 5 of the Taxi Squad podcast. We got a fair amount to get into today. Before we do, please like, follow, and share it with a friend. Maybe download it if you're so inclined. We got strange and unusual topics about Kyler Murray adopting a dog and t-shirts. We got some college football topics to get into, some week 4 predictions and some week 3 breakdowns. We're going to talk about boxing. We have the MLB Wheel of Death. We might make it to the end of the season and some wild card hopefuls. NFL week 2 review and week 3 picks. It's the Taxi Squad podcast.
Come on, everybody, celebrate. The Taxi Squad is here today. So lose the blues, kick back and relax for now. They talk about sports and stupid stuff. They're probably wrong and it might get rough. So welcome back. It's the Taxi Squad. Yeah.
Vince! I'm back, man. I'm back from the dead. They thought they were going to take me out, but they didn't. I'm back.
What's up, guy? How you doing there, bud? You
I'm feeling
little
chipper.
Little sicky poo the last week here. Making the voyage to Chicago at the end of this week here.
Yeah.
And you get
By
all
the
the
time?
congestion out of you, huh?
Yeah, I have never been sick since living in Arizona. I've been close. Like you feel something coming on, but it didn't happen.
Like a little itch in your throat.
Yeah, this time it happened. I felt like I got my ass beat, and 5 days later, I feel like $1 million. So
yeah, you did
here
sound
we go.
bad. Can attest you sounded bad.
Ate a lot of soup. Ate some carbohydrates. Hydrated, and I'm back.
Good, dude. You look wonderful. You look beautiful.
Thanks, man.
And I'm glad you're feeling better because we have a lot of college football to watch this weekend. And we can't be doing that with the half-dead soldier. You know what I'm saying? We can't.
It was kind of great because it was just like, let the liver prepare itself for what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Right? And the boys are back in town.
What are you getting at? I mean, we're going to be very responsible. We're going to have 1 or 2 adult beverages and then talk about the current stock market and politics in America, baby.
Yeah, of course we are.
And then if Notre Dame loses their 3rd game of the year, I might just black out and cry. So, things happen. You choose what you got to do.
It'd be a balance of all 3, really.
Yeah, you figure it out, dude. You want to know something that I did this week that was very sports-minded?
What did you do, Vince?
I played Dungeons & Dragons on Monday, dude. And I love it.
Dude,
and I don't care. What?
Dude, I don't know if I can hang with you anymore, dude.
I know, dude. No, the people that listen to this show understand my nerdy tendencies. Going from like Skyrim to like anything else medieval, Lord of the Rings, all that stuff. Dungeons & Dragons, probably the final boss. Phenomenal game. You need to get this whole nerdy stigma out of here. And you need to play it because it is great. It is fun. And it is good.
Like, I don't even know who you are anymore, dude.
I am the soft-spoken, nerdy side of this podcast. The right side of your screen right here.
Dude, like, who are you, dude?
Is the soft-spoken, perfectly moisturized skinned boy that plays Dungeons & Dragons.
Listen, I understand the nerdy side. Everybody's got one. I don't care who you are. You could be, claim be the coolest, cutest human ever.
Yeah.
All right. But everybody has their thing. Like, for example, you know what I got stuck on being sick over the weekend when I wasn't watching football religiously?
What's that?
Batman, the animated series.
Oh,
I don't care.
I heard that's good.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's beyond good, Vince. The writing is that of brilliant sitcom writing of today, of like drama and thriller work, right?
Is that Adam
West? Now you bring in the world's greatest detective? No.
Okay.
No, not Adam West. Batman the Animated Series was voiced. I forget his name off the top of my head. I'll find it by Kevin Conroy.
Ooh.
This is Kevin Conroy, and most notably, the gentleman who voiced the Joker was Mark Hamill, also known as Luke Skywalker.
The more you know. And that's how you know
it's right.
on this show, guys, we are multicultural. All right.
Oh,
we step into things that other people just don't do, and that's why you listen to us. And that's why you love our opinions, dude.
We just do things people don't do.
I'm a fucking barbarian. Boom. I blow people up. I attack the dragon. Fuck you. Oh. Oh, that's a skit. I'm going to put that in my back pocket. Italians play Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, I used my fucking powerful spell. I beat his ass.
Oh, who told you to take out the Demogorgon this early? I was fucking waiting.
We wanted to take him fucking hostage. We had to ask him questions.
I'm trying to whack the Demogorgon. You're getting ahead of yourself over here.
This fucking guy. God damn.
Okay, so fun fact about Batman the Animated Series, and this is where I'll leave it.
Okay.
It is the only animated series to ever win a daytime Emmy for writing.
Ooh.
Fun facts.
Interesting. The more you know.
So, I got dork shit. All
right, for sure. And before we get into sports here, how do you feel about the Emmys being smack dab in the middle of a Sunday football slate?
Poor
decision, right? Why don't they just do it like 3 weeks early?
Make it on a fucking Tuesday, mate.
I get that it's on a Sunday, but it's kind of like, I understand that the entire world doesn't revolve around football, but it seems like a decent chunk of American life revolves around a team, at least in a family. So you think, we're playing Sunday Night Football. It's like, I got to watch the Emmys, which Severance won a lot, which I appreciated, but I wasn't going to watch it.
Have you watched Severance? I haven't been able to.
Front to back every episode. It's top 3 maybe favorite shows I've ever watched.
Wow. All right.
It's a mind bender.
Mind bender, yeah?
Yeah, you better believe it.
Better believe it, cause
the more you know. Let's talk about sports, huh? You want to do that today?
Yeah, Vince, let's talk about adopting dogs, right?
Ooh.
I think adopting dogs is a great thing. I'm a dog lover. I love pooches. In particular, I love all types of pooches. I do not discriminate. I mean, it depends on. Never mind. Anyway,
who's pooching? Who's cooch? That's what I said.
Pooches, dogs. I'm all about adopting the animale because I love the dogs. I grew up with dogs. Love the dogs. We're a dog podcast. Maybe we'll have to promote for a shelter. I would be open.
I like that.
Always
I like that.
I'm
things. With you.
Right. Give back to the people. Now, Kyler Murray, a.k.a. the quarterback midget. He's 5'11". Right. He plays for the Arizona Cardinals.
I mean, we have new words for that, dude. We have new words for that.
My bad. Vertically challenged quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals. Also very good at playing the position. Very good.
For sure.
Very good.
He's a Heisman.
So, most recently adopted a dog.
Good guy.
He adopted American Staffordshire Terrier, also known as a pit bull.
Mm-hmm.
And in the picture he presented to the masses on his Instagram, he was pictured in nothing more than a Virginia Tech jersey of none other than the man of Michael Vick. And very poor choice of jersey.
How many guys have played in the NFL all time?
I don't know that off the top of my head. I'm going to assume it's a lot.
Let's see what Google AI can give me. 26,000 players have suited up for a game in the NFL. So he had a 1 in 26,000 shot at wearing the one guy that you can't wear when you adopt a pit bull. And somehow the stars collide and he's like, you know what? I'm going to do this. Which begs the question, he did this on purpose and why?
I don't know if he did it on purpose.
Yes, he did. Think again, 1 in 26,000. He could also wear his own.
I think he was trying to be swaggy.
He could wear an Aaron Hernandez jersey, and that would make more sense than this.
It totally would have made more sense. I think he's trying to show love to quarterbacks and do the whole thing. Now Mike Vick did his time, granted, and allegedly still still a very big dog lover, and I respect it. Then again, I think it was a very poor choice of jersey. It's like when the Joker has Rachel, and they're by the window, and Batman says, "Let her go," and he goes, "Very poor choice of words," and then lets her go. Very poor choice of jersey. Very similar concept.
This would be like if I lost like my girlfriend and her beloved gay friend, and then I wore an O.J. Simpson jersey the next day. It wasn't even cold. Didn't even wear gloves. I think he wore this because he has some kindred relationship with Michael Vick, which I'm sure he does, just like broadcasting and running quarterback and all that stuff. And he knows that he's different. Yeah, but just in general, it's a brotherhood regardless. Like he knows him because Michael Vick's on TV. So those ships do cross in the night. I'm pretty sure he wore it to be like, he's a different man now. He's a dog lover. I'm doing this and we're giving back. Like that's kind of what I thought he was doing.
Michael Vick is now like the head coach of like Grambling State or something.
No, it's it might be Grambling State actually. You're right. I forgot. He's not on TV anymore, but he was.
He's off the TV. I do think it was a Freudian slip. I don't think this was planned to wear this jersey. He already apologized. Norfolk State, my bad. He recently, so there's a whole article about this. And basically, Murray's decision to wear a Vic jersey in the photo shoot with his pit bull sparked an online outcry. He said, "In no way, shape, or form do I condone animal cruelty or dog fighting. For me personally, y'all saw me wear that Michael Vick jersey, a player I admired very much growing up. My dogs, Trunk and Swoosh, they both get treated like kings. In no way, shape, or form do I condone any of that." I don't think he was thinking about it. The post has been deleted from his Instagram.
But it's like, dude, he's in the know. He's online. I just think he wasn't online. I find it hard to believe. Because even just knowing, hey, I'm going to take this photo shoot with my dog. If you're going to take photos, you're like, all right, what am I wearing? Do I look okay? He doesn't look in the mirror and say, remember like the most like televised thing about Michael Vick's career? Let's forget about that. Remember, he was just a very good runner and he had a cannon for an arm. It's like, also, he went to jail for dog fighting. He knew what he was doing. I just think it became a little out of hand. And then he's like, all right, let's do a little PR move and get this out of the zeitgeist.
Yeah, I don't believe there was any ill intent behind it. I just think I don't think it was just the right choice of jersey. Now, my whole thing, it looks like this was a professionally taken photo.
That's what I'm saying.
And if that is the case, why wouldn't the photographer just be like, hey, probably not a good jersey choice?
Because it was intentional. I'm sure it was like,
but I don't understand the intent. Just to be like, I like.
He's a good guy. I'm gonna wear it. I'll fight for him. And then it became too much, and he's like, "Fuck it, whatever. I got a dog. Hurrah!"
Jesus, everybody's got a how do I put it? A cause anymore. Everybody's got a cause.
I'm cool with like anti-animal cruelty, though. I would like to say that.
Yeah, of course. We just talked about. We love the dogs, but what I'm saying is, you don't need to gas up a guy who's been retired for almost 20 years at this stage of the game.
I agree.
We're good.
I agree.
We're good.
Everything doesn't have to be a statement, I believe. Yeah, you don't have to do that.
Can we leave adopting dogs and football just separate?
Yes. Shut up and adopt dogs or whatever. Or
shut up and adopt a dog. Not shut up and dribble. Shut up and adopt a dog. How about that?
I would like to continue this NFL players apparel conversation. The first thing I want to bring up is this. And for the people that don't know,
oh God,
we're doing this thing now. And he wasn't the only one. He was just the biggest culprit. So Travis Kelce walks in wearing, his suit looks great on the top. Bottom half, shorts on a suit. You get
it's a very cheeky thing to do. It's a very British thing to do.
And to that I question, maybe it's because T Swift loved the Brits before she got with him. And she's like, maybe British it up for me a little bit. But then I come to realize that multiple guys in the NFL did the same thing with the shorts and the suit. And it just and the no socks with the tied laces. Like at least wear loafers or something. What are we doing?
Like, I understand it kind of goes, but you do look like an absolute
it doesn't really
wearing this.
it doesn't really go the like. Yeah, I mean, he's a muscular man. You know, the legs are popping in this, but it doesn't look good.
It's just trying to make a statement. Yeah, maybe the British influence of T-Swizzles in there, you know. Who knows?
There's one thing's for sure, though. He's not a Don.
No. And
Dons
Dons never wear shorts.
They don't
Dons
do that.
Don't wear shorts.
But the real reason I bring up apparel in the NFL here is that there was another push that maybe didn't have to happen, to say the least. And that was Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice, if you guys remember, he isn't playing right now because he decided to go, 110 in his car and put people in serious danger. Danger.
Almost killed the guy.
Almost killed a person. And multiple Chiefs players decided that today or last week was a good day to wear free Rashee Rice shirts.
Oh, my God. Once again, why do we need a cause? What's the cause? Free Rashee Rice, who's clearly guilty of the crime?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's
like, it's not like he should be suspended. He's been caught, and this is what it looks like. So, like, they're actually the shirts go hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'd wear the hell out of it. It's just more like a bunch of guys on the team were wearing it. He's a very good player. He made a bad judgment call, and if he were to kill somebody, he would be serving time, just like Henry Ruggs did. That is a thing. That is a felony. It's not really like free Rashee Rice because he's being put into jail under false pretenses. Like, this happened. And
he's not even being put into jail. He's suspended.
I know.
He's going to pay a couple fines. And
well, that's what I'm saying. He might have to, he's going to have some legal battle of some sort. But like, again, it's not like he's going to jail for drug possession, but he didn't own the drugs or whatever. And he's getting unrightfully put in jail or whatever. Like, this is a situation where he's suspended for recklessly driving, which has been over and over again proved to be a bad call if you're an athlete. These are kind of just, I saw them and I was like, free him from what?
Yeah, because he's a dumbass and then like he could go to Georgia with his driving ability.
Oh, yeah. He would be wide receiver 1 based on this situation. So
have you seen those AI videos? It's just like, hey, Georgia recruit, here's a fifth of vodka. Now down this and go get behind the wheel of that Hellcat, will you?
Yes. Yes, sirree, dog. Yes, sirree, dog. It's just like, okay, you know. And honestly, for the first time in a couple of years, KC should probably focus a little more on football right now. A little bit more on football right now.
A little bit more on football. They're 0-2 for the first time in a long time. Do you want to know who else was in the news, Vince? For also some strange and unusual movements on stage.
Who that be? Who they is?
Travis Kelce's ex was at a Chris Brown concert most recently.
Breezy. He played at Wrigley. He puts on a show, dude. I was dropping trout and throwing ass out in my back porch. It was good stuff.
Well, she was on stage with C Breezy.
Okay.
And the only thing I'll say is I don't think Taylor Swift can move like that. I've seen her in concert. She can't move hips like that, cuz.
No shot. I wouldn't even say
that. Think he misses that?
I think he's probably cool with like the A-lister billion-dollar lifestyle that he's adopted.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Have you seen those memes? It's like what Travis Kelce came home to after the engagement.
Yes.
It's just like.
Yeah. It's just like an arched, horrible back. A lot of these things are blown out of proportion. One thing I could say based on personal experience is that oftentimes in a situation such as this, with a lady with her movement ability and all that stuff, sometimes that comes with a couple, I would say, extracurricular issues that you don't really want to deal with on the other end.
Say it, Vince. Just say it. If they're usually good, very, very good at the one thing, they've done that act plenty of times with other people. They are also whacked 3 ways a Sunday.
Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. Maybe she wasn't easy to deal with, and maybe Taylor's a little easier. I do have a question about Taylor as well, and this isn't going to be a full Swift segment, but did you see her walking in to Arrowhead the other day?
Nobody did, Vince.
Unbelievable stuff here. People were sitting there trying to get pictures, walking through the tunnel like they do. And her team had a retractable wall that they were holding to make sure that no one saw her. Come on. What are we doing? Dude, like, come on.
I kind of like it.
I hate it. I think
like it.
You're already, like, you're there, dude. You know this is going to happen. It's kind of just like, what are we doing? Why are we doing that?
Well, I think she's doing this because I think she's understood that a lot of her being there is taken away from the game. So I think it's a wise decision.
Yeah, but if she just walked down the tunnel, it would be less news than her getting covered up in the tunnel. We wouldn't be talking about this at all.
She's muy importante, Vince.
I know, but it's more like if there was a picture like Taylor Swift at the tunnel, you're like, okay, she's at the game again. But now it's like, oh, now no one can see her. Like, okay.
I understand where you're coming from. I think there's a two-sided coin. I kind of actually think it was done on purpose for this exact conversation.
I would say that as well. Which to that I'm saying, all right.
Also,
some people are saying that she's pregnant.
I mean, that'd be quick if she was.
Well,
she has a fall tour booked.
Right. So I guess they got engaged like a month and a half ago or something like that and then released it later or something like that. But if she is and they're trying to hide it and then she's just going to wear baggy clothes on stage, you could be like, oh.
See, I think in my professional opinion, he's going to retire after this. Podcaster.
I thought you meant like gynecologist. I'm like, that's not what you do. I'm like, why? You don't understand how the reproductive organs work like that, dude?
No. I think, to be fair, I think it's kind of criminal that males, and I like, hey, I get it. But it's very odd to me that a lot of males are gynecologists. Like, right?
I used to think that too, but like most of the time you're dealing with like some of the grossest shit ever, dude. And like if there's anything that would be like, ugh, like just turn you off to the whole concept, we'd be doing that.
Imagine we had to have a Pashad doctor. So
we do. It's a urinologist.
Yeah, so it's a urologist.
Urologist, thank you. Not urinologist. Whatever, I got most of it, right?
It's a urinologist.
You had a couple fucking letters, and then you're the criminal. All right, fuck you,
Mike. The fucking urinologist.
It's where the
what do you want me to do?
Out. It's where the P comes out. Urologist, Jesus, okay.
The urologist, aka the Pashad doc.
Yes.
Would you prefer a lady Pashad doc?
No.
Or a male Pashad doc?
Dude, every time, dude. For multiple reasons. One, like, dude can touch it.
He has one too, right?
It's gonna stay where it is. Like, I remember my first physical when I was 13. The doctor was just beautiful. And I was like, oh no. And the whole time I was just stressed out. If there was a dude and you just be like, play around with it, you're like, you're fine. But in the same way, like most of the time, if you're going to urologist, you're dealing with an issue. Or like you're getting a checkup to make sure that there isn't an issue. It's not like you're going to go in there and be like, look at how beautiful my piece is. It's going to be like, hey, my piece is leaking, or like the gun got jammed up or something.
Hey, doc, I got a leaky piece. But to the point, maybe we have some female listeners that could call in and, air this out for us. 312-725-2107.
Highly doubt it, but would love that.
Just would love your thoughts on this whole Pashad urinologist doctor, aka lady mysterious parts doctor.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we got it done. Also, did you see Molly Qerim got fired?
Not fired, leaving.
She quit.
Yeah, she's leaving.
Okay. There's a theory. Allegedly being floating around on the internet.
Joy to the world.
She may have been Joy tailoring at the ESPN because most notably she was married or dating.
She married Jalen Rose for a short stint, and then they got divorced. Yeah.
And then they got divorced. So do you think she's sleeping with somebody on set of ESPN, and this created a riff, and she's out now? Joy Taylor's like, I'm in.
I think that is a dangerous proposition because I do think that Molly Qerim was good at her job.
Molly Karam, in my opinion, was actually quite good at her job.
Much better than Joy Taylor was at her job.
Yeah, far better than Joy Taylor's at her job. No offense.
So like I would like to go by merit and just say she deserved what she was instead of assuming, you know?
Yeah. All right. I see what you're saying.
Assume the tomb? Not me.
You never assume the tomb.
You can't assume the tomb.
All right.
What do I look
Vince,
like?
there was a boxing match over the weekend.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, there was.
Canelo Alvarez. Oh, there we go. Canelo Alvarez fought, what's his name?
Terrence Crawford.
Terrence Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody thought this was going to be another Canelo layup, but Terrence Crawford, pretty good at fighting people.
Yeah, dude. So I watched the whole thing, and I have a lot of thoughts about this fight, first off. So I'm just going to go on my own soapbox right here. But
go.
Number one, boxing's worse than the UFC. It just is. I'd rather watch the UFC any day, anywhere, anytime.
Call them worse. They're different. Continue.
For me personally, you know, as a viewer, I'd rather watch the UFC because a lot of times you're like, why don't you just tackle them? But anyway, so it was like sold out. It was in Allegiant Stadium. There was the most people at a boxing match ever is what happened there. It was kind of boring at the beginning. The Saudis are all over it. They have so much sponsoring all over the place. There's a guy sitting right in the front, and they start announcing people that are there, and they say like the King of Saudi Arabia or whatever the hell that guy's name was, and then all of Allegiant just starts booing hardcore, and I'm like, good, keep doing that. We can't be doing this. Next to him was Jason Statham. Dana White.
Where's the job?
Yeah, it was Dana White, Saudi Arabian guy, Jason Statham, Mr. Beast. What a lineup. What a lineup on the side. The whole time I'm watching, I'm like,
Jason.
A Beast is in. Beast loves this shit. That's all I can think about.
Jason Statham sitting next to the Saudi prince is looking at him like, do you know who I am?
He really throws punches there.
Do you know who I am?
As far as the fight going into it, so Terrence Crawford has never lost. Canelo's only lost like twice, I think, to like Floyd way back in the day.
In an almost 20-year career.
Yeah, and like I think Canelo's 37, Terrence Crawford 35. Like Terrence Crawford had the reach on him going into it, and it was like Canelo's clearly the favorite, and I'm like why is he so much of a favorite? So you know, it stunk a little bit for me. So I'm like, I'm gonna lose this, but I'm gonna bet on Terrence Crawford. So I made money off of it. So shout out Terrence Crawford.
Shout out gambling. Shout out sports gambling.
This is the first time I did it in like 7 months. I'll be doing it again this weekend with you, but now I got some fun to play
let's go.
But yeah, so going into it, I'm like, all right, like first off, Terrence Crawford walks into a mariachi band, and I thought that was hilarious because he's like, "What's up, Nebraska?" And then Canelo walks into a bigger mariachi band, and then like they get into the ring, and I'm like, all right, this is probably going to be an even fight, up and down weight classes. This was the super middleweight, I think it was called.
Yeah, super middleight fight.
There's too many weight classes. There's a lightweight, and a super lightweight,
super middleweight title.
Yeah, that's like the undisputed half of the NFC North title. Like that's crazy, dude. Like we need to bring it down. Everything's done by like 2-3 pounds each way. Whatever. That's how boxing ends up going. Canelo got paid way more for this fight, but the whole time it was like Terrence Crawford's just throwing hands, and Canelo's often on the offense. Not landing punches. Terrence Crawford landing punches the whole time. There's never going to be a knockout. As per usual, the last 3 rounds were the most exciting. But at the end of it, it was like clearly that was a Terrence Crawford win. No question about it. You can't even argue against it. So, you know, just one up for the Americans, my guy. Nebraska?
Yeah, that's where I turned it on. I turned it on in like round 7.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Caught the final half of the fight. And I mean, ultimately, it was another fight by decision. They were beating the piss out of each other.
At the end, yeah.
Yeah, I think ultimately Terrence Crawford's a southpaw, so that threw off Canelo, and he got caught a lot. And I think Canelo's pretty happy he didn't get knocked out because it looked like a couple times there it was going to be, wobbly. So this is interesting stat on this. Canelo Crawford didn't eclipse the 108 million viewers that the Jake Paul fight did. So
Against
125
Tyson?
million. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this was a far better fight than whatever the hell that was.
Well, that was only because Mike Tyson's coming back and he's fighting a YouTuber, and it's.
Yeah, it was so stupid.
They'll get the numbers, but it's more just like morbid curiosity versus I want to watch this boxing match,
This generated at the gate $47 million, the largest in history of the stadium and third largest in boxing history behind Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao.
Which was a great, fun fight too, for sure.
That was a wonderful fight. And then prior to that, it was Oscar De La Hoya and also Floyd Mayweather. Also in the boxing world, Ricky Hatton has passed away at 46 years old. Ricky Hatton also most notably carried a middleweight title for a while and then, in fact, lost it, I believe, to Canelo.
Okay. But so
my bet, welterweight it was a welterweight carrier when Floyd took a brief retirement and then came back and won it from Ricky.
I see. Okay. But yeah, either way, like it was at the end of it, I was like, okay, that was pretty fun. But at the beginning, I was like, boxing doesn't tickle my fancy as much as guys doing jujitsu on the ground, I guess.
They're very different. Boxing is very
For sure.
traditional and very old school and very tactical. It's not about.
does 150 million for Canelo? I think Terrence Crawford got 50 or 75. Where's all this money?
Vince, these fights happen maybe once a year, where it's like the big prize fight.
Yeah,
it's like the Kentucky Derby of fights. There's one big fight usually every year, and it grosses a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
And a shit ton of viewership, because it's like probably the only time guys like you, me, and many listeners on this podcast watch boxing.
I will say, end of the college football, and you're like, I kind of need something to dwindle down.
It was wonderful.
You're like, let's just pop this on and watch a couple of guys beat the shit out of each other.
Wife and I were in bed. It was lovely. I was like, there's fights on. I didn't even realize it till we took on the Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
it was on Netflix, too. You're like, oh, shit. I'm just glad Beast had a good time, dude. I'm just glad Beast had a good time.
I don't even know. Okay. And I'm showing my elderness
I'm excited about
now.
this. Yeah.
I don't know what the Mr. Beast does. What does he do?
Okay. Yeah. Holy shit. You're an old man, huh? So
draw me pictures. What does this man of the Beast do?
He's the most followed creator on this current thing that people are watching us on, YouTube.com.
YouTube?
He is the biggest creator on all of YouTube, and all he does is, I left a guy in this garage and he can't leave. I'm going to give him $10,000 every day until he leaves or whatever. He does challenges like that. Or this guy has to lose 100 pounds and I'm going to give him 100K or something like that. He'll do stuff like that. So what we were doing the whole time was the Saudi guy. And it was I left Jason Statham in this Saudi Arabian in a sensory deprivation chamber. Who's going to make it out first? That's all I could think about the whole time. I left Dana White in the Saudi Arabian in the middle of an octagon. Whoever fights first wins. Shit like that.
So is he kind of like modern day Fear Factor, but the YouTube version?
It's sorta. He does more family friendly stuff than that. Does
he have a podcast like Joe Rogan?
He doesn't, but he does do he did these guys in a forest one time, how long they can last. They lasted 200 days and then they're like, I miss my family, blah, blah, blah. He just does shit like that. Or they left two people in a room and they want to see how long they would go and they have to agree to give up on it and take the money. It functions like reality TV in a lot of ways. It's kind of like Survivor or anything like that.
Okay. Survivor, except the far more domesticated YouTube version.
Yes. And then the whole time he's just yelling. I watched half a video one time and I was like, this ain't for me. I can't. It's too
give these guys $5,000 every day to be celibate. It's
essentially that's what he did. That's what I'm saying.
Hang out at an arcade, dude.
I wish Beast would put them cranking hog on it because they have to do that at some point. They can't go 200 days without seeing the H,
Exactly.
Come on, Beast. Get me in there, Beast. What are we doing?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's go to college football.
Vince, college football is quite interesting right now. 3 coaches lost their jobs.
I thought the season ended already.
No, 3 coaches lost their job. So that's news, right? So that's a thing.
Who are these coaches? I didn't know that. Yeah.
Head coach of UCLA lost his job. The guy who most. Yep, Deshaun Foster. He is no longer the head coach.
Should have kept your QB, buddy. Should have kept your QB. Yeah. Shouldn't have swapped.
So Deshaun Foster got fired after most notably going 0-10. And he also had to explain he has most notably the best head coach press conference in Big Ten history where he had to explain who UCLA was. I highly encourage everybody going to find that video.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the head coach at Virginia Tech got dismissed. So Philip Montgomery was most recently walked out the door. So, or is he the interim now? I believe he may be the interim at this stage of the game. So, quite interesting. Oh, my bad. Brent Pry, coach on September. The team's, so he was fired.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2 head coaches already lose their jobs, and we're not even halfway through this lovely college football season.
We're not even a quarter of the way through, really, if you think about it.
We got 16 weeks to this, and I am so excited. But Vince,
you know what? I'm cooling. I thought it was already over. At the end of this week, I'm like, oh, college football's over. That was fun. That was a fun little short.
What happened? Vince, why don't you tell all the lovely fans of the Taxi Squad podcast what exactly happened?
What do you mean? They always play 4 weeks and then give up on the rest of the season, right? Isn't that how that works?
Who are we talking about right now? Why don't you what are we talking about?
All right, let's just get into it. I'm wearing it right now on my head, so I might as well. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish are 0-2 right now. And I said last week that this is a must win. And we're probably screwed for the rest of the season if they don't win it. And in demoralizing fashion, end of the game lost by 1 to Texas A&M. But I do not think the season is actually over. I just think it's incredibly difficult for them to, they have to make a run. They can't lose the rest of the year. So here's the argument. Texas A&M is 10th in the nation. Miami very well could be top 5 the rest of the year if they play like they've been playing. So they're 4th right now. Texas A&M is 10th. If Notre Dame runs the table, they go 10-2, and their 2 losses are top 10 teams, then you can make an argument they would make the playoff. But it is bleak. The defense didn't look as good as it should have, especially with Marcus Freeman at the helm. It should be better. But I will say I do think that CJ Carr is a good quarterback. And people were freaking out, as they usually do. He made some plays, but he's also a freshman, dude. Like, you can't expect him to be a world beater. He's not going to run guys over like Riley Leonard. He's a different type of guy. He just is.
I believe this game was very, very eye-opening if you're a Notre Dame fan. I watched the whole thing. I'm supporting my guy. I was rooting for you. I truly was. I do believe that there were some pretty egregious missed calls that did not go Notre Dame's way.
Did you
in particular
see
a holding call
on the last
more
play?
Of a tackle.
That
more
was
of a tackle.
That was the play to win. And the lineman just grabbed him by his fucking legs and tackled him down. No call. Yeah. But
more of a tackle on that Texas A&M.
Don't leave it to one play. That's always the argument. Don't leave it to one play. But they should have called that.
You make a very valid point. That's always going to be the point. But then again, Marcel Reed is most notably a second-year guy, been in this system, growing within this system, and played very well.
Yeah,
he looked very, very Kyler, I would say, in this game, moving and making plays outside of the pocket and also with his feet as well. Threw for 360 yards. I mean, there is no doubt about it that he
who was the real world beater in this game, though?
Jeremiah Love?
No, Le'Veon Moss. Same position, other side of the frick. Dude, every time this guy got the ball.
Yeah, he had 3 touchdowns.
Every time this guy got the ball, like all of it was shorter yardage, but I don't know if he's a Teflon Don or something because no one could touch him and no one could get him down. He was just running free into the end zone every time. Real good running back. Maybe. Don't want to overreact, but maybe the Texas A&M constant #1 recruiting cycle every single year is actually showing something, and I believe they're a very talented team. I think Notre Dame should have won that game, But I think that A&M's a really talented team. So you got to give them credit on that stuff. But again, now we just have to run the table for the rest of the year.
They got all that Texas oil money, buddy. So
right, but you know what I'm saying?
They
Every single
definitely play a
year,
lot.
it's like A&M best recruiting class in the nation. And you're like, where are
That's the
they?
Jimbo days.
Yeah.
And Jimbo Fisher blows.
Even the last 2 years, it was like A&M is the best class coming in. Best freshman class the last 2 years. Okay, well, where are they? They're clearly here now.
They're playing. And I think a lot of this could be chalked up to the initial point of the discussion that A&M has had guys in that system now for going on year 2.
Yeah.
And when you have return players who know your system and know what the ideology is of the program, it's easier to get the rest of the team to buy in. I didn't really get that down in the dumps about the play of Notre Dame. Defense, what they do best in special teams, had some really good moments and had some pretty bad moments.
You want to know what that is?
They didn't finish. Not finishing.
They lost 3 D-backs last year.
Yes.
Big,
Xavier Watts being one of them.
Xavier Watts being a turn on the TV the next day and Xavier Watts is making a play. And you're like, damn it, I miss him. He's on Sunday now, but I miss him. But even like Benjamin Morrison, who didn't end up playing last year because he was injured, like he was a top pick in the draft this year. Like we lost some guys. They're younger now. It is what it is. But you do have to fix that secondary and you got to play. Like the thing is now, they'll play Purdue and they have to beat them by a lot. And I think they will. But if the defense doesn't shore up the way that it should, we have Arkansas, who's scary, and USC is scary. I think you boys are good, especially if we can't play defense. Fun fact of the day. When is the last time an 0-2 team has been ranked in the top 25?
I'm assuming it was surrounding Notre Dame because peoples always lean and give Notre Dame a pass even when they're marginal.
Oh, yeah. So the argument is always, if you have a brand, this is across the board. I don't disagree with you. The argument is always, if you have a brand, they're going to rank you a little bit higher, which is how they generally function all the time. 1987, I believe, 87 or 88 is the last time it's happened. Granted, again, like these are 2 top 10 teams right now. So if they continue to be 10-4, you can make the argument. It's not like the most insane thing ever. I don't think that they should, but you also have to be able to name 25 other teams that deserve to be in that top 25. So like it's a toss up. Depends on where your opinion is.
It's so early in the season as well.
Yeah.
So when you look at this game, it's their second game of the season. I still think they're a very good program. They're very young, and I think you need to chalk this up to age. Do I believe that they're going to make the top 12 teams to make it into a playoff berth this year? Unfortunately, I do not believe that's
it's unlikely.
I think this is a year to get this ship straight. And if you go undefeated the rest of the year, that is the only way I see them making the playoffs. That's
what I'm saying. They have to run the table. They have to run the table if they want to make it.
I agree. Arkansas is probably, out of all these games, you have Arkansas, Boise State, NC State, USC, Boston College, Navy, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, Stanford. So there is not a lot here that is scaring me if I'm a Notre Dame fan. That Arkansas game, they played
for fucking USC.
Okay.
I would love to get into them because I fucking love them right now. There's something about them that's tickling my fancy and it's scaring me.
I am pessimistic. I like the team, maybe the best running back room in the country between Waymon Jordan and Eli Sanders and King Miller. What a name, King.
You miss Woody?
I do miss Woody. I love Woody Marks. And Woody Marks is playing on Sunday. He played, got some really good snaps and effective snaps for the Texans. Great third down back. Definitely a guy. Jacoby Lane may be him. We'll see. Makai Lemon reminds me a lot of Roma Dunze. Smaller than Roma Dunze, but the type of player he is very Roma Dunze at Washington. This team can score like most of any Lincoln Riley.
I was going to say, this is a Lincoln Riley team. There's no fucking question about it.
Once again, Purdue, you're 23-point favorites over Purdue, and you go in and you still tackle like a bottom rung Pac-12 team. and you still don't wrap up, and you still can't develop a pass rush and all of the things you need in the Big Ten to be consistent. And my only concern is with this team is, yeah, you can score, but who have you played that has a defense that can stop you ultimately?
Well, in the next 5 weeks, you're about to see a couple teams that are going to try to do that.
And this week was great. If you're a fan, you got to see Fatty score, which I love. I think that's maybe one of the best things you could see on a football field.
I think I texted you almost immediately. I'm like, Fatty touchdown. I was so jacked.
Fatty touchdown.
I was so
right.
jacked.
So we love to see that. And it's wonderful. What's his name? Keyshawn Silver?
I actually don't know, but you're probably right.
I have to find his name. In the stat column, it's funny if you're reading it, they don't show you who scored a touchdown. But I believe, yes, Keyshawn Silver.
There you go.
Scored a touchdown. Absolute dog, right? So it was great to see. He rubbed his belly, and it was wonderful. So ultimately, this is something that I believe that we can grow on, get some momentum. You have another tune-up game coming into this upcoming week of Michigan State, and then you play Illinois at Illinois. This is the first time, I think, in many years that Notre Dame and USC are ranked in the bottom half of the AP polls. Do you want to know what USC is right now?
25, yeah.
Yeah. So right now, our teams are 24 and 25.
Brothers in arms. Brothers in arms.
Let's go.
Can we talk about your boy Jaden?
Jaden
Mayava.
Oh, I don't know if he's my boy. But hold on. I'm not done with this USC topic.
Okay. Well, he is on USC, so.
Oh, Jordan Mayava.
I thought it was Jaden.
No, it's Jordan Mayava.
Oh, well, Google's wrong.
So, Jordan Mayava's great. I like
Are you sure?
Okay, either that or Brent Nessberger got me all goofballed.
Because if you click on his page on Google, it says Jaden.
Hold on.
ESPN, Wikipedia.
I need to know. Yeah, you're right, Jaden Mayava.
Okay, I was like,
what about him? What about Jordan Jaden?
Sorry,
tell me about
your
Jordan
right
Jaden.
There. He has. This was a stat that intrigued me today. I feel like he's been playing very well, regardless of the fact that he didn't have a touchdown against Purdue. He is averaging 14 yards per attempt, not per completion, per attempt.
Vince, it's never the question of the offense being capable of scoring.
I know,
touchdowns
but I'm just saying, like,
QB talent.
Every time he throws the ball, you could almost guarantee you it's going to be a first down. That's crazy. Not even every time he completes a pass. Every time he throws the ball, he's going to get you 14 yards.
Vince, I'm just saying that in my eyes, you've played nobody.
I know. I'm rose-colored glasses. You're realistic about your team. That's the way it rolls.
I was very frustrated watching this game in the second half because I'm like, other than, it was Jamal Jarrett, the 300-plus pound defensive tackle, scored a 70-yard pick six.
Okay.
And most notably, rubbed his belly.
What
for
a dog.
his touchdown dance.
That interception rocked too. That was such a big man interception.
It was a tip. It will forever be known as the thick six.
I love it. Free ball. So
we love when the big guys score. When Fatty scores, you always high five across the country when you can.
Shout out to all you stripers out there.
Yeah, shout out to all the stripers out there. We love it when you score. I just was very frustrated ultimately with this team, with this defense. You bring in Rob Ryan to get it right. You're in for a rude awakening if you think you're going to play Michigan like this. And what they're calling this new quarterback at Michigan of Batman, which I'm like, okay, can we just pause? He's played nobody. And when he did, he looked like ass. So
interim head coach too right now. So
I'm not buying in on it. I do believe that you get Michigan at home and you have a gauntlet of games coming in the Big Ten.
I was going to say, that's not your hard game. Your hard game is the week before. U
of I is going to play some great defense. I'm just so surprised. Speaking of U of I U of I goes and plays Indiana this week and are somehow home or away underdogs at IU.
They're underdogs. Why? Why?
Illinois is underdogs right now going into IU.
If I ask you 2 years ago and before, I say, hey, there's a really big Big Ten matchup this weekend. Every single person on earth would say, oh, Michigan, Nebraska. That'd be like the common consensus. That is the second most important matchup because Illinois and Indiana are playing in not basketball. That is so crazy to me just to see that. Like even seeing Illinois with a 9 next to their name and Indiana with a 19 is insane. Why are they underdogs? I literally could not tell you. That's kind of crazy even though they have to go to Indiana. It's like they still have a lot of guys in Indiana. They didn't graduate as many guys as they even thought they did. So they still have some dudes on that team that they had last year, but you know, who is it? Luke Altmaier? Is that the quarterback of Illinois? He looks freaking good too. He looks poised.
Dude, let me remind everybody that Illinois almost beat Penn State last year.
Yep.
Okay, let's just throw that one out there.
Oh, yeah.
So I look at this, I'm just like, okay. Whoever the odds maker are on this are just sorely mistaken in my eyes.
Or they know something that we don't. That's always the thing. But if you're talking about hard schedules, though, Illinois plays Indiana. Week after that, they play a ranked USC team, regardless of your thoughts. Ranked USC team. They get Purdue on a wash, and then they get Ohio State. Not very fun for 4 weeks here, having one that's decent. And yeah, they're in the Big Ten. This is what's going to happen. But, you know, if they're going to proof is in the pudding at any point, they at least have to win 2 of those 4 games.
They got to put up some pudding.
Yeah.
Because Ohio State isn't anybody's jokers, you know?
They're so good, and it angers me. They're so good, dude.
They do not what do they call that? They do not restock, they reload.
Right.
And that's that team. And they're very good. But I just can't wrap my mind around the fact that IU somehow is a home favorite against a very good Big Ten team in U of I.
I don't know. Either there's history behind it or whatever it may be, but I'll take U of I in this one. For sure I will.
Yeah, they're home underdogs right now.
Catch me 3 or 4 drinks in at 6 o'clock on Saturday.
You may want to catch it now because I could foresee by game time
those lines are going to change.
That line's going to change pretty quick.
Yeah.
So you may want to try and go buy in on it now while you can.
Okay, I like where your head's at.
That's something to potentially hammer.
I like where your head's at. Let's talk about a couple more games here, bud. Now, I want to ask you about the countrywide phenomenon of, is Arch Manning actually bad at football?
Arch Manning's not bad at football. He's still
That's what
very
everybody's
young.
saying. Everybody's just saying he's 3 years in a system, right? This is his 3rd year in a system. He's just starting this year for the first time. You know, for me, if I'm Quinn Ewers, I'm going on my Finsta and going live and being like, "Fucking told you I belonged there.
Told you I didn't suck."
They did not want him up there. It's not like they were just waiting for me to leave. Like I was there for an intent and purpose. Now they beat UTEP as they should, but it feels to me like it's less physical and more mental. Because going 11 for 25 with 114, 1 touchdown, 1 interception against a UTEP team. Texas starts the year at number 1 over or ranked, and he's going to be in New York, and there's no question about it. He's going to win a Heisman, or he's going to be at least in the final voting. It's like he's not even top 50 in the country right now, a quarterback.
So once again, he started out the season against an NFL defense, essentially.
Insane. Yeah, I think they mess with his head more than anything.
And then after that, you have a tune-up game against, San Jose State, and then UTEP, and now you get Sam Houston, and then you have some games in the SEC that are going to be tough. To me, if he wants to right the ship, go beat OU. Go beat OU at the Texas State Fair on October 11th.
Yeah,
Go
well,
beat
that's
OU.
that's that big game that everybody's going to be watching. It's just last time he played in a big game that everybody was watching, he kind of shit the bed.
Go beat OU. You will silence everybody. Go undefeated in the SEC if you really want to just completely silence the world from here on out.
What's hard is that you can talk like, everybody will have, especially like a fair weather fan will have like his defense is bad, top 5 defense in the country.
Like he has all the tools.
He doesn't have he has multiple running backs. He has receivers. They're not Alabama or Ohio State, but he has receivers. Like this is the not up or shut up, get out there and put a game on. It's just, he is in the spotlight because he's a Manning, and part of me wants to be like, but like you got to give him time to do it. But like he's also in commercials every time I watch football, so it's like if you're gonna be a commercial king, you gotta play like one too.
I understand where you're coming from.
I don't hate him, by the way. I want him to be very good, but it's just like he deserves the criticism a little bit.
Well, at this stage of the game, when Gunnar Stockton's outperforming you, there's a problem. You're supposed to be the guy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like half the world put Heisman bets on him in the beginning of the year at like minus 100 or something like that. It's just ridiculous. Not actually, but ridiculous odds for that. It's just,
I've said on this podcast, I would be surprised if he wasn't the best quarterback in all of college football. And Texas, in my eyes, was a national championship favorite. In my eyes, still could be. You just don't know what you have in him yet. And maybe just it all clicks and it works. That's what you hope for him. And there's also a reason to say that he's still a sophomore, right? So he's got 2 more years to prove it. He's still very young in this system. So,
yeah, it's just Texas is in win now. So if you're going to click it in at any time, now's the time, Papa. Because you're not going to just click it in against Oklahoma. You're not going to be like, all right, I figured it out. Like, you got to do it against a team that's not very good.
Oklahoma may have one of the best defenses in the country right now, comprised of all juniors and seniors.
They might have the best defense and the best quarterback.
John Mateer, man, he's a dog. We'll see We'll see how he plays this week. That'll be another great game to watch against Auburn. I'm all about it. I think they're going to welcome Auburn into good old Gaylord and say, let's boomer sooner it up on them. I think they're going to smoke them.
I agree.
But we will talk about that as well. But I really want to get into this SEC matchup of Georgia versus Tennessee in Tennessee. Mm-hmm. I don't think Tennessee misses Nico Amaliava for a second.
Not even a bit.
Joey Aguilar, 24 for 36, 371 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 unfortunate picks against a very good defense.
Remind me where he played last year.
I don't even know.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
UCLA.
That's hysterical.
I know.
What a reverse Uno card on Josh Heupel. I love that for them.
They said, okay, go ahead and take our super expensive quarterback. We'll take yours and he'll be better than him. Cool. And the other guy lost his job for it. It's awesome. What a storyline.
Hysterical. Just a reverse Uno card of this century. Joey Aguilar looks great. That Tennessee team looks great. Unfortunately, they don't have a kicker that can make a kick.
Dude, that kid was walking around on the sidelines, and the minute I saw him, I'm like, he's not making this. There's no way. He wanted no part of it. He was like, oh fuck, like this is bad. Against Georgia at home, this is bad. And they could have won it in regulation after that. And you go into overtime, you give Georgia the opportunity, they're gonna take it regardless. So I think they're good. I mean, losing to Georgia is not like a death sentence by all for them. But I think they're a good team. I do. And I think they're going to be formidable for the rest of the year. The SEC is just hard, man.
SEC is NFL light for sure. There's a lot of great talent coming out of the Southeast, and that is a football factory. There is no doubt about it. Now, most notably, you have to look at Joey Aguilar tying into majority of his scoring of his 4 touchdowns going to Chris Brazel II.
Yeah.
6 receptions, 3 of them being touchdowns.
177 yards right in the gut. It was I think this has more to say about Tennessee than it does about Georgia, I would say. I think Tennessee's a little better than people even expected them to be.
That defense got worked. It seems like Georgia just played a cleaner game. If you look at the overall team stats, if we're going to break it down, interceptions thrown, we look at Georgia 1 and fumbles lost 1-1, and then interceptions thrown 2 on the Tennessee side of the football. Penalty yards, this is always the tail of the tape. Tennessee, 10 penalties, 82 yards. Georgia, 5 penalties, 39 yards.
They're notably good at following rules.
Kirby Smart's a hell of a coach.
The Georgia Bulldogs, they, on and off the field. They're
not driving rules, not driving rules.
I was like, yeah.
Not traffic laws, but like NCAA laws, really good at it.
Hey, I mean, like they're your insurance's favorite driver on the gridiron, to say the least.
That should be a commercial.
Facts. Can we talk about Clemson?
Oh man, Georgia Tech, sneaky team at home, man. Don't sleep on them.
They always have been. They were last year. They gave Notre Dame fits. They beat Miami last year. Like they're an actual scary team when you got to go up against them. As I said 3 weeks ago, and I will continue to say from the rooftops, Clemson ain't Clemson anymore. Clemson wasn't Clemson after Trevor Lawrence left. Like defense good, bad quarterback play. Cade played all right this week. And then Dabo comes out in a press conference and they're asking him about, his future at Clemson. He says, we've won the ACC, 7 out of the last 10 years. I'm 53. If they want to get rid of me, I'm going somewhere else. I'm not done coaching, all this stuff. It's dicey. I feel like we're kind of, if something doesn't turn around though, and they're bad or maybe one more year, we're in for a divorce for the ages.
It's his reluctancy to go and hit the transfer portal. And he wants to just say, oh yeah, we're just going to recruit. And that's fine. But in this world, you have to go hit the transfer portal.
And he's doing it a little bit now, but it's like, dude, you should have started at the beginning because now you don't have the talent that you could have had before. That's how it goes.
You're being left by the wayside, and that's always going to be a problem. So I view this as an opportunity for Clemson in the offseason to go full in. They have a lot of money. So clearly they've been saving a lot of money, and maybe that is the play. Who knows? This game.
They already punted the season. It feels like.
They're definitely not making a playoff, and in the ACC, who knows what it might be. Georgia Tech might be something. Haynes King. You know who Haynes King reminds me of, Vince? Who was that quarterback at TCU with the red hair that brought him to the national championship?
Oh boy. Max Duggan. Duggan?
Haynes King is Max Duggan 2.0.
Oh, yeah. I definitely see where you're coming there.
20 of 28, 211 yards, no touchdowns. Haynes King, 25 carries, 103 yards, 1 TD pass.
Yeah, he's like Greg Jennings versus Gumpy, dude. He put the team on his back.
It's pretty crazy. I look at this team and just go, okay, you played a inter-division, inter-conference rival, and you were like, we're coming home on a whiteout and try and beat us. And it was a walk-off field goal to win this game. It was absolutely electric. That field goal kicker is known for the theatrics, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because he did the same thing in Dublin.
Oh, yeah.
Did the same kicker, Nolan Hauser. I think he's like old. Oh, no.
Well, one of those older guys. Wait, what do you mean? Go ahead.
No, that's the wrong kicker. Nolan Hauser is Clemson's kicker. Aiden Beer. Aiden Beer. Love this guy. Let's see how old he is.
That's what I'm looking right now, dude. Gotta know.
He's even a junior.
On the
yeah.
Oh, BIRR.
Yeah. Doesn't even tell you his age.
Nope. The more you know. Dude, one of those things where in college I love like a number 33 kicker, and then the minute they go to the NFL, I'm like, you got to get rid of that. You can't be wearing 22 and kicking the ball.
No. I love it. Be
in the
whatever
NFL
number you want. If you're a good kicker, who cares?
You know what I like in the NFL? Number 99 kicker. That's the shit. I like that. But like, it's weird when it's like 44. And you're like, what are you doing? Like, take fucking 3. Like, you're fine there.
A good 99 kicker never hurt nobody.
Agreed.
Now, what are some of your favorite games coming up? Okay, we talked U of I and Indiana. That's going to be
my number one.
To throw some money on.
Let's talk Utes a little bit, baby, because Utah is fun again. They're playing Texas Tech. That's just defensive big boys versus offensive explosion. What are you going to do either way? That's going to be fun right off the bat on Saturday.
Don't sleep on Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech may just be in a position to do something. Another game, we have the battle for Texas kind of going up. So the battle for the Iron Skillet, a.k.a. SMU versus TCU. Okay. SMU is an underdog going into TCU. SMU is always up for a matchup after being banned, essentially.
Yes.
For a long time. And this could be a fun game to watch.
I like the Horned Frogs, dude. I like TCU this year. I think they're on they're kind of on a revival tour because the last couple of years they haven't been as good as they wanted to be.
And you also have the battle for Florida with Florida versus Miami, which I think Miami is just going to smack them around.
No, this is the battle of will Billy Napier still be the coach at Florida? Because at some point,
this might be the year. We said he was fired last year. He might actually get fired this year.
We're just gonna every single week's gonna go by. It's gonna be Groundhog Day. We'll be like, is Billy Napier the coach and is DJ Langway good? Like, no one's gonna know. You're never gonna know, dude. It's tale as old as time. Upset watch.
I'm looking forward.
I have
upset watch.
I have one. I have an upset watch.
All right.
I think Tulane might be good, dude. I think Tulane might be. They're sneaky. They're coming up to Ole Miss. I know Leno has quite a team on his hands, but something about the head coach for Tulane, something about the team that they have. Like, if I'm taking like a real far shot, who's going to win here? Like, I'm sure the line's insane. I might take Tulane money line, or at least with the points.
I could see a lot of points being scored.
For sure.
I could see a lot of points being scored. Some of my favorite props, what I do like, in my opinion, Caden Fagan, been rock solid on the ground for Illinois this year. I like that. And then Mason Taylor, UCLA.
So Ole Miss is minus 10.5. The over-under is 61.5 for this game.
Yeah, that's probably right on par.
Yeah,
I could see this being a shootout.
Yeah, the odds for Tulane money line is probably insane. I might just do that with like a $5 little thrower and see if it happens, because you'll probably make a stupid amount off that.
It very well could happen. It's a battle. I mean, you got a former Matt Forte led Green Wave out there.
Yep.
And you got a team that, right now, Ole Miss didn't look that great against Arkansas. They also didn't look that great against Kentucky. It could very well be something, Vince. You may be onto something. I like where your head's at.
Just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. Other than that,
could be a fun ride.
Games are kind of a wash. We're going to have a couple that are fun, I'm sure. I'm interested to see Dylan Raiola. As much as I am annoyed by him, he is a good quarterback, and he's been putting up some good games here. Is he going to be able to do it against Michigan? Who knows? Other than that, it's like, give me a fun, like, Missouri Tigers versus South Carolina. Give me a fun little Gamecock game. That would be fun. But other than that, I'm like, whatever. All these I'm cooling on.
It's going to be a fun weekend of college football. I'm excited to predict it.
Yeah, and we're going to be together.
Oh, yeah. The boys are back. We're going to be betting. We're going to be probably seeing if we could throw a live in there, seeing who we get on the horn.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna have a good time.
Dude.
Baseball. Love it, Vince. We are in the wild card part of the world. People are clinching wild card spots. The Cubs clinched today. Not to bury the lead on that one too quickly, but it's getting there.
Are we at that little spot here where it's like, oh, baseball's fun again? Like, it matters again? Because for a good month, like every year, for like a good month, you're like, we're just gonna wait until the dust settles because everything's just kind of out there, you know. And now it's like, all right, teams are clinching, races are coming up, which we're gonna talk about in a moment here. But it's fun again, and I like watching it again. I even popped some baseball on today.
I've been interested. I went to a game a few weeks ago, as we discussed, went and saw the D-backs play. They went on a little heater here. They were a game and a half out of the last wild card spot from the Mets. Right now, they're still 2 out, and we are in the dog days where we got 2 weeks of this season left. And it could very well be a case where just maybe the D-backs secure that last spot if they can go on and continue on this heater. Right now, they're 77 and 76. The Mets are 78 and 73. It's going to be interesting. I don't know what the Mets schedule looks like, but this is something for me to pay attention to for this last wild card spot.
Well, I mean, in reality, if you're looking at all the teams actually competing for it, granted, those are the two tops. Like the Giants can sneak in there. They're only 1 game back behind the D-backs. The Reds are 500 right now. They could sneak in there too if they make their plays right. And then you'd have 3 NL Central teams. So it actually is, it's a fun, right? Like in the AL, it's basically washed and done except for a couple teams there. But on this side, you're like, you know, maybe one of those close to 500 teams could actually make some noise going in there. We've seen it happen before.
We have seen it happen before. The D-backs, most notably, a few years ago. Right,
the Rangers too. The Rangers were a wild card team.
Rangers as well, but the Rangers have gone on a scotch of a slide here. The Guardians want to be there, but I don't think it's going to happen. Boston's
I was talking
good.
more so when they went to the World Series and won it. They were a wild card team that year.
That's very true.
If you, like you said, like we were talking about, like if you go to the American League, it's a little more parsed out. Like, yeah, the Astros, the Yankees, the Red Sox, all 82 wins. Other than that, it's going to be a hard climb for anybody else trying to get in there. Fun fact, nobody in the American League has clinched a playoff spot yet.
Still one of these divisions that is kind of up for grabs.
It's just the one Yankees, of those days.
The Yankees did what they needed to do in that Boston series. You got to give them credit. They took 2 of 3. So that is huge in itself. Boston, on the other hand, they didn't need that. Going down in the division like that.
They're still playoff bound right now, though.
They are still playoff bound where this could happen. If you look at Boston right now, the Guardians really aren't threatening them. So you got 2.5, unless the Guardians go on an absolute heater. The White Sox played them very well over
which they are 9-1 in their last 10. So if they're bound for a heater right now, it's happening it.
It's very true where that is in fact happening. The Blue Jays just keep rolling.
Yeah,
they're taken 2 of 3, and right now they're tied on a Wednesday night against the Blue Jays. So this is something where you look at this series. The Rays and Blue Jays are going at it right now. This series is very well open.
The Tigers were the best team in the American League for 3 months straight.
Mm-hmm.
And the Blue Jays are like, what's up? Nice to see ya. Like they're 89-62. They're 4 games up on any other team in the AL right now. I would like to give you the floor because your boys, come hell or high water, playing their ass off and they want to make it. Your ancillary boys, not your boys, but your boys' boys. You know what I'm saying?
I said it before this baseball season even started. I said, watch out for the Mariners being a sneaky team in the AL West.
And what did I say?
And you know, Mike, they always fuck it up. And usually he's right.
Yeah.
Usually he's 100% right. And for the longest time, especially over the past 3 weeks, it's looking like, wow, the Mariners are probably going to fuck it up. And they've had that wild card spot and been sniffing it and kind of had it locked up over the past month in the AL. They had that last wild card spot. Now, they've gone on a 10-game winning streak.
Yes.
And are absolutely just destroying the competition. They've looked very good. And Cal Raleigh is him. They've just been great. They've had series against the Cardinals and Angels, swept both. Now are in a position to sweep the Royals. Now, They are in game 2 of a 3-game set against the Royals right now, going into the middle of the 6th in Kansas City. They are trailing 2-3.
Well, that's the thing. There's still no room for them to lose. Like, they would be like any other team. They would be very happy to win this division. Because right now, ends today, they're already at the top of the division. If you're the Mariners right now, you can't go to the wild card. You have to go to the DS. You got to start this off at the DS. Or at the very least, don't be a wild card team.
Can I tell you where this division will be decided?
Are they playing each other?
In Houston, September 19th through September 21st.
I don't like Houston. Don't like that for them at all.
The Mariners have a hell of a Friday night against the Astros ahead of them and an entire weekend series in Houston.
Oh,
that's where this entire division is going.
Where the rhubarb hits the road, if you will.
They need to take 2 or 3 of that series if they're even going to keep this exciting.
Oh, they're only up a half game right now. They start that series tomorrow. Like, this is if you're going to be a playoff team, the nut up or shut up portion of today's episode. Get up there and do it, dude. If you're going to do it, do it.
By the time you're listening to this podcast today, the Astros may be in first place again in the AL West. Because right now, the Astros are beating the Rangers 4-2 in the bottom of the 4th.
Okay. But yeah,
so this is something to pay attention to.
Half game flip-flop. But I mean, given what's happened in the last 2 months, being in this position is totally fine with them. Take it. What they need to do, the reason I'm worried about them going to Houston is that they're 48-27 at home, and they're 35-41 away. Especially in Houston, that's not the best place to play. Everybody knows it. It's kind of annoying if you're the away team. Like, again, this is your proof time. If all those trades are going to end up working out, some guys have, some guys haven't. Do it now and forever hold your peace.
Cal Raleigh would definitely put an exclamation mark on his season if he helps his team win a division.
He now hit 2 bombs 2 nights ago. He is now the leader all time in single season for the Mariners, passing Griffey, and maybe the best switch hitting season we've ever seen. Is he going to win the MVP? Probably not.
He better.
It sucks that he's not. He's probably not gonna. He should, especially.
How does he look at MVP voting at this time?
Judge is ahead of him, but
that makes no sense. A switch hitting catcher, and I understand WAR and all the things that go in
average. He's got him on average by a lot. Aaron Judge right now is minus 650. Cal Raleigh's plus 350.
Cal Raleigh, to me, is the best story in professional baseball this year.
Oh, 100%. I mean, not even a question.
Nobody thought this was going to happen for him. And he's come onto the scene and been an absolute unit, switch hitting, power hitting catcher who's very good behind the dish as well. It's not like he's a slouch.
No, he's
if
good.
You're the Mariners, do you potentially consider putting him at first base to keep the longevity?
Well, honestly, let him play next year and see if it continues. Because we've seen flash in the pan seasons quite a lot. I mean, he's been good for a while, but he hasn't been like MVP odds, best home run hitter in baseball before this year. Best catcher home run hitter, but not like this. So if he does it again, and then you're like, all right, you get up and go over there. But honestly, the amount of mojo and, preparation that every player has, like that could also fuck him up the same way. Maybe he needs to call the game,
I think it's something as a catcher, you may see the game from a different set of eyes being behind the dish, and it could help you as a hitter.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe there's something to be said about that.
And, their starting catcher, if they end up going to the playoffs, which has seemed to be a thing that's escaped them for years, you might want to keep him there because the pitchers clearly like him enough,
That's very fair. That's a very fair statement. I'm very excited at this stage of the game. The NL, as we discussed, the Brewers basically have clinched their division of the NL Central, and so did the Cubs. It's basically 1-1. I mean, but right now, the entire NL is really nasty.
You see everybody getting pissed off that the Phillies were getting hammered? Everybody's like, why are they? Because they were celebrating. And then everybody's like, why are they celebrating? It's middle of the season. They're going to fuck up the next series. This happens every year. This happens all the time.
You clinched a division. I would just be playing.
Fun.
I would be playing my rotation guys. I wouldn't be putting anybody out there who's.
But yeah, but they also want to be number one in the NL, which I get too. But
I understand that. But yeah, if you want to have a night where you kind of figure you're going to play like dog shit the next day, I will say this much: if you saw him getting that drunk, be like, well, maybe we'll just throw some money on the next day. Or the next series for that.
I'm sure the odds have already been adjusted for that, to be honest, because that's exactly what I thought too.
That happened after a very big Yankees win in New York when we were there last year around this time.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Tony for his bachelor party. And New York won in extra innings. Late night Friday game. Those boys clearly went out and partied.
Yeah.
They played like dog shit against Boston on Saturday. It was horrible. They were dog water. They were horrible. Cole pitched. Devers just lit them up. I think they lost like 8-2.
Whatever.
It wasn't even a game.
Didn't matter. They're like, we got a World Series to go to in a couple months here. So that's how it goes. Other than that, like obviously AL Central is basically taken care of. Guardians aren't going to win the division. So you can go Blue Jays, Tigers. It's a mix on the other end. And then the wild card is going to be Yankees, Astros or Mariners, depending on how that goes. And then Red Sox.
I think they're ultimately going to just shore up that third wild card spot.
Yeah, they're wishy-washy, but I think that's the case too.
It's either the Mariners are on a path unless they completely just lose out the rest of the year where they will be in the playoffs either way, either via wild card or via the division win. Same thing with the Astros. So I do think the AL is kind of locked up unless, the Guardians just go on a tear, which they've won 5 of their last 10.
I mean, they're only 3 games back. So if they start going on a tear, like they can make back those 3 games. It's not easy to make back 3 games in the MLB, especially at this time of the year, but it's not impossible.
Well, at this stage of the game, they're playing the Tigers. They're going to beat the Tigers tonight, 2-0. So we'll see. What does that look like? Does Boston win tonight? It's going to potentially go down. The Guardians are always this team that just come out of nowhere.
Yep. Now, there is another team in the NL Central that I mentioned earlier that could very possibly make the playoffs. And, if I were a betting man and I were to spin said wheel of death, which I still don't agree with that name, but that's since been taken from me regardless.
It's the baseball wheel of death.
It is. We haven't killed a team yet, though. That's the thing. So let's spin. Let's do a spin here, huh? What do you say? Here we go.
We don't know who it is, by the way.
Wrong one. Wrong one.
Come on, Vince.
Damn it. Okay.
Spin the right wheel. Pick the wheel.
Hopefully this is
Call the people with the wheels. Zell them.
Where did it go? Hold on. I lost it.
All right. The wheel of death winner this week is the Cincinnati Reds. We had no idea it was going to be them.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
So let's give some history on the pod. Let's give some history
clue.
On the pod about the Cincinnati Reds and the fearless leader, also known as Terry Francona.
Sure.
Terry Francona slid into the DMs of my mother-in-law. I can't make this shit up. I'm not a big fan.
With a very nice message. A very nice message.
Of Happy Easter.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How they say chivalry's dead, I say good on you.
If I see him in spring training, be like, I know what you did, Terry. I know what you fucking did. All right? You might be a Hall of Famer, but not in my book. So
no, he is. He is in your book too, unfortunately.
What are you gonna do? The Cincinnati Reds are 500 this year on the nose. 76 wins, 76 losses. They have most notably played in the most difficult division in baseball, being the NL Central, with the Brewers winning 92 games and the Cubs also winning 88, both clinching their respective wildcard spots in the NL Central. Now, the Reds are in this position where they could win 80 games. They could also sneak into a wildcard spot, for they are 2.5 games out of being a wild card hopeful, a half a game behind the Arizona Diamondbacks in the NL wild card, all trying to get the chagrin of the New York Mets, who have most notably been playing like absolute doo-doo over the past 60 days. Now, with the way the Reds are currently playing, there is really not much to be said about this, considering they are 500 in their last 10. So this is a 500 team, is the way I'm rolling this dice.
They're playing exactly like a 500 team. They have their odds right now for the playoffs are about 6.3%. Real low. Not impossible, but real low. Positives. Ellie De La Cruz is exactly what he was supposed to be. 19 homers, 82 RBIs already. I forgot they have Gavin Lux.
Gavin Lux, Wisconsin King.
Remember how he was like trade bait for the Dodgers for that first like year and a half. They're like, we're keeping him. He's really good. And then they're like, he's not as good as I wanted him to be.
He won a World Series with them.
He did. He wasn't he was ancillary cast.
He was a piece to the puzzle though. And he was a rookie.
Yeah. Well, that's like the Michael Taylor thing, you know?
That is just a baseball team that is just always perplexing. They go get all the talent and then they also produce it as well. It must be nice.
Yep. And they only have one real World Series since they started doing that stuff. So who would have thunk? Nick Lodolo, good pitcher. Swept the Rockies, good time. No hit bid at one point. And around the All-Star break, they got to 50 wins. 500 team. They're so 500.
They also traded for Brian Hayes, who's been a nice addition for them.
Another guy that was supposed to be a god, and then you're like, all right.
Which he very well might be. He just wasn't necessarily in a franchise that was willing to develop him.
Yeah, Pittsburgh doesn't do that.
Now, what you have to think about right now, if you're a Reds fan, you have a 4-game set coming up against the Cubs, who've already clinched their division, or their spot, should we say, in the playoffs. You got a 4-game set against the Cubs going on at home over the weekend. You have an opportunity here to really shore up the division or shore up your wild card spot. And the Mets right now are most likely going to lose this series to the Padres. So they have an opportunity. And the D-backs right now have the Phillies going into a 3-game set at home after just dropping the game today against the Giants. This could go one of two ways. I don't think it's going to happen.
I think what they probably do is go even through the whole thing, lose as much as they win as much as they lose. And they end the year. At the end of the day, like if they end the year at 500 or more, it's a positive year for them.
Here's where I'm far more hopeful on the Reds as opposed to the D-backs. The strength of schedule for the D-backs is murder. Yeah. They have a 3-game set against the Phillies at home, a 3-game set against the Dodgers at home, and then finish the season in San Diego against the Padres.
Yeah, they got screwed. Oh, my God.
And you look at the division right now for the Reds, you have a 4-game set at home against the Cubs. Then you have a 3-game set against the Pirates at home. And then you go to Milwaukee for a 3-game set against Milwaukee.
Shaky bullpen, inconsistencies. That's 500 team.
In my eyes, if they can win 2 of these series, maybe sweep 1, and of course you need some losses by New York, they might be able to sneak in.
It ain't impossible.
It's not out of bounds.
It ain't likely. But again, if they
I want that to happen? Fuck Terry Francona.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's again, if they end up going 1 game over 500, it's a positive year for them. It's kind of where I'm at.
And this could be argued that by next year, if they make the correct piece moves, and they might be a playoff team.
Could be a 3-headed monster there in the NL Central.
There's some baseball.
Football, NFL football, to be completely particular about it, because we already did college. NFL football happens again. And this week for us, Mike, was what?
Sad.
Okay, I
Sad.
like this, and I think we should do it every week now. I'm going to say, how do you feel after this week? And I also feel sad, but we'll get to that. We don't need to start off with that.
We'll get to the Bears therapy session. You know how it goes. If it's a good week and we win, Bears corner, because it's a corner of the Bear that we want to be in that corner with them. We want to be in the winning corner, right?
And if they lose, Bears corner.
Right. Fun play on words. Or Bears therapy session.
Yes.
Because usually after a terrible Bears loss and very, very hopeful, ideas about this team, because that's all they are, ideas.
Here's the thing here, Mike. I think we should bring in Tyson Bagent. He's a better quarterback. So that's where I'm at.
I think we should also bring in a psychologist, because at this stage of the game, this is Stockholm Syndrome. We are fucked. Okay.
All right.
So,
we're not talking about the fucking Bears. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Vince, have you ever heard of this injury called the turf toe?
Yeah, I think it needs to get rebranded. It's such a cute little name for such a bullshit injury.
It has to hurt like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And you hear it on the news. They're like, hey, Joe Burrow, turf toe.
And you're like,
3 months. You're like,
yeah, you're like 1 week.
3 months.
He hurt his little toesy woesy is what you think. And then you look up what it is and you're like, ow, dude. You can't even walk on that shit.
You think about somebody tearing their ACL? Maybe because they don't have an acronym for it. It's not like, turf TCL or some shit.
Well, yeah. You tore your ACL and it's like, silly little ACL injury. He's out for the year. It's just like, it's so dumb. It's like, it's like calling a torn Achilles getting Achilles heel. Like, Achilles heel doesn't sound that bad. Like, that's what it is. It's essentially the same thing. Turf toe, when your cleat digs into the turf and you try to push forward and it gets stuck and you essentially hyperextend your toe and you tear a bunch of ligaments in your toe and you can't really walk on it. That's what turf toe is.
Essentially a sprain of the big toe joint. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that word. Also considered the MTP joint. Maybe that's what they should call it. A MTP tear.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe that you throw in acronyms, you sound tougher.
Better than getting an itsy bitsy turfy toe, dude. That's such a dumb name for it.
It's hyperextending the big toe.
Yep.
The plantar plate, a strong ligament at the bottom of the big toe, joint capsule, and sometimes tendons or cartilage tear.
And you just had that in your head, right? You didn't look that up.
I didn't look it up at all. Now there's severity. Once again, just like how we need to have the skit of Italians playing D&D, we also need Italians explaining complex injuries.
Shit, looks like you got chlamydia, bud. You're like, oh no. It's like, ooh, dirty dick. That's this guy. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's got the dirty push out. He's out for 3 weeks.
Oh, this fucking guy.
Okay.
Again.
So maybe he's got to piss on this toe because I guess there's severity levels of the sprain.
Yeah.
There's a mild where it's stretched. There's grade 2, partial tear. And then there's grade 3, which is a complete tear. I'm assuming.
He's got Joe Bird toe.
Okay.
Thank you.
Joe Burnt toe. Oh, Joe Burrow's got a burnt toe. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna say?
He's out for 3 months.
Sucks for them, dude. Sucks for them.
So what this means, based off of this very fun description by the AI robot Skynet, he totally tore that ligament in that joint, and he's gonna have to have surgery, where he probably won't be back to normal until sometime after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's Jake Browning time in Cincinnati. Unfortunately, it's Jake Browning time.
He played well.
Except for the 3 picks.
Dude, he played well. He allegedly.
Oh, anybody else throws 3 picks and we're not saying he played well. He played enough to win, for sure.
Allegedly, Jake Browning eats the lunch of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Historically, the last time he went in to play the Jags, beat some ass and won the game for the Bengals.
Yeah. I mean, hey, the number one stat you're looking for is the win column, and he got it. But you can't throw 3 picks again next time. And He played, half a game and throws 3 picks? That's 6 picks on the day. You can't be doing that. That's worse than Jameis.
Do you know Joe Burrow, since he got in the NFL, can you guess where his offensive lines have ranked over the past 5 years?
He's never had one over top 25, I'm sure. I'm sure you're sitting at 27 every year.
In 5 years, since he was drafted in 2020, his highest ranked offensive line on PFF grade scale is 28th.
It's Cincinnati. It's just what Cincinnati does.
It's Andrew Luck all over again.
Yeah,
I hate to say it. This is Andrew Luck all over again. You're going to get this guy killed. I wouldn't be surprised.
People were making comps already.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just lets his contract run out and just be like, fuck it, I'm going somewhere else.
I would if I were him. I would.
He's still a young man. He's still in his mid-20s.
I think he's 26, 27, something like that. Maybe 28. But that, you got years on that. It's Cincinnati doing Cincinnati shit. It's get a bunch of guys around you, good receivers, don't pay any of your defense, and don't have an offensive line. What are you going to do? But now it's just going to be Jake Browning to Jamar Chase and Chase Brown running the ball. That's what that offense is going to end up being. But another main storyline before we get into the games, tush push. Have you followed the tush push conversation the last couple of days, Mike?
I know that back in the winter meetings for the NFL or spring meetings, whatever you want to call it, off-season meetings of the coaches where the PA votes on rules and what should be changed, what shouldn't be changed. They're trying to vote it out because a lot of people do not like it.
Yep.
I personally say try and beat it.
I agree. The referees come out last week and they say it's just impossible to ref. And you're like, well, yeah, there's a bunch of dudes in the middle. You don't know where the ball is. And then some tape starts coming out and the guards jump the snap every time. So how are they supposed to be able to call that? You can't. There's too much shit going on.
It's a rugby scrum.
So what I feel like is going to happen is now they're going to outlaw it because the guards are illegally moving every time they do it. So now they have a reason to do it. I think it's going to be gone by the end of next year.
Unless they pay far more attention where they ref it far closer, then maybe it stays. But I think it's been under too much scrutiny over the past 4 years, and it's no doubt going to be something that will be hasta la bye-bye by the time the 2026 season rolls.
We're saying bye-bye to this. This is the last year of the push, I think, is where we are.
What you can bet on, though, on a weekly basis is that Jalen Hurts is going to rush for a touchdown because of it.
Yeah. I would say the odds are probably like minus 300 for Jalen Hurts rushing touchdown at this point.
At this stage of the game, you're better off just doing it. Now, what's fun about this whole tush push is that Chris Jones, most notably being the frustrated baby back boy that he is, said to Jalen Hurts, and we'll get into the specifics of this game. Said to Jalen Hurts, "You didn't even rush for 100 yards.
No, throw.
You
didn't even throw for 100 yards. Who gives a fuck? Who can?
What did he say to him? Verbatim.
I forgot what he said back to him, but he was just like,
he said basically, and this is just all paraphrasing, we won the game. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. He's right.
I love it.
What are you supposed? It's the ultimate trump card. It's like, well, I don't have to because we're still going to beat you.
I hate to say it, I called it. Eagles eat the lunch of the Chiefs at Arrowhead.
I couldn't fathom the Chiefs going 2-0. It didn't make sense to me. And now, trouble, free Rashi or whatever they want to say. Like, that was trouble in paradise. So,
is Travis Kelce cooked?
No. They'll be in the playoffs by the end of the year. Kelsey's going to actually put together a good year, and all is going to be forgiven by the end of it.
Dropped a touchdown pass in the end zone, flipped the ball up in the air, interception.
I know he did. I'm just saying, the way that this goes is everybody's down on him, and then, oh shit, all of a sudden, like, I know the AFC West is better. They're going to the playoffs this year.
They don't have a running back. Pacheco looks old already.
Yeah, because he's just running his
worn.
head. You know how this goes,
Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt looks. I think it's different.
Where
I
did
think
Pacheco come from? Where did Pacheco come from? Until he started, he was 7th-round pick.
Rutgers.
Like, I know,
I
but
get
they'll pull some guy off the street. He's going to be the best running back you've seen in years. Maybe
Vince,
Clyde's back.
I have a sneaky suspicion it's starting to feel like the end is near.
Is this like
Xavier Worthy coming back will help. Watching that video, by the way, of Kelsey taking him out, hilarious.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? It feels like
he bodied him. He bodied his own teammate. It almost looked intentional watching the film.
It was bad. Yeah. I don't know. It's almost giving me like late 20s, early 30s Brady. Give him 2 years and then they'll be back doing some other dumb shit. That's kind of where I feel like it's headed, but we'll see. Do you want to just hop into the games right now?
Yeah, let's talk about our picks, shall we? So to give everybody a heads up as to what we do week after week with the NFLs, we give our predictions of what that week is going to be, and we track our records week after week. And at the end of the year, we have a big old powwow as to who won the year on our picks.
Mm-hmm.
I have most notably won the picks.
The last 3 years, right? 2 years. I won the first
2
year.
years. Yeah. Vince won the first year. Mike has won the past 2 years. So we'll continue to track this. Last week, Vince was up to a game lead, going 11-5, where I went 10-6.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
I'm winning again, Mike. Got you by a game this week too. So I just got to build. I got to build a lead. I know that's what I'm saying. I got to build a lead and then I got to keep it somehow because I haven't done that the last couple of years.
Vince does this thing where he does well in the beginning and then I catch up and then I just take off some weeks. There are some weeks I have aced weeks. Legit.
It's a real
I think
shame.
I've lost like one game. So sometimes you fade Mike, sometimes you fade Vince, but this is what we do. So let's get into the game of maybe the NFC North and what's going to decide it. The Commanders and Packers played on Thursday night, first game of week 2 on September 11th. And the Packers are really good. 27.
I don't even think this is being dramatic. They are the best team in the NFC. Pretty clearly. And they might go to the Super Bowl. They might go to the Super Bowl. They're so good, dude. Jordan Love looks good. Josh Jacobs is a beast. That defense is steadfast. And adding Micah to that is just putting gold on gold, dude. Tucker Kraft, it might be the best tight end in the league. Like, everything is clicking. And the only thing you can root for is that it all falls apart at some point. But I just feel like it's coached too well and the team's too deep for that to happen. They just look like they're very, very good and poised.
The presence of Micah Parsons on this defense has truly opened up doors that I don't even think this team thought was possible.
The Rashawn Gary door is what we're talking about, because all of a sudden he's just open field.
Rashawn Gary, Devontae Wyatt.
Yeah.
And then you got Carl Brooks and Micah Parsons, half sacks, totaling for now 4 sacks on the night. 4.5. Lucas Van Ness is just a dog.
He is.
Barrington boy, by the way. Shout out to Illinois guys.
Mm-hmm. They're terrifying.
It's opened up doors. Micah Parsons bends the corner better than anybody I've seen in a long time.
And forces doubles. You can't double everybody. So now it's just everybody else's open season because Micah Parsons is forcing the double.
Yeah. And Rashawn Gary was already a Pro Bowl defensive end for that team. And they were like, oh, okay.
He opened the door for Kenny Clark, and then Kenny Clark leaves. They get Micah Parsons. Now Rashawn Gary's playing the Kenny Clark role. Essentially, it's just like wide open. Go ahead.
It's open season in Green Bay. Commanders ultimately didn't understand their game plan here. Jaden Daniels hurt already. We'll see if he starts in week 3. Austin Eckler tore his Achilles on a non-contact play, and then Bill Krosky Merritt only had 4 carries.
Well, dude, they gave him no play. That's what confused me a lot. It's like, why aren't you giving it to the guy with the hot hand? He was good week 1. He's probably going to get RB1 reps for the rest of the year. You got to assume now that Eckler's out, like at least it's going to be running back by committee. They have a harder schedule this year, so I don't expect them. What did they win 11 games last year or 12 games, something like that?
Yeah, but it was a dog water schedule.
Yeah, so I mean, this year, like they might be just as good and lose 2 more games than they did last year. I think they're still going to be a good team.
You know who else is still good at football? Dabo Samuel.
He looks fast again.
He looks healthy. He looks fast. 7 receptions, 44 yards, touchdown.
Yeah.
Zach Ertz, still really good.
Yeah, that's the thing. They were just like, give me the guys that you don't think are good anymore, and we'll make him decent. Yeah, the Eagles are going to win that division. The Commanders are probably going to get a wild card, and then the Packers are going to win the next 25 to 30 Super Bowls. So that's what I took away from this game.
That's just the NFC North sad boys in us. Okay, let's jump to Dallas. Russell Wilson just woke up and was like, I'm going to act like I played for the Seahawks today.
Oh, dude. Okay, so for the people that didn't watch this,
dangerous.
It went into OT. We both took the Cowboys pretty confidently, being like the Russ thing is over. They're gonna put in Dart soon, and all that happened is that Russell Wilson found his deep ball again. He threw a couple balls that were 30, 40 yards that were just absolute darts, right where it needed to be, right in the hands every time. It was almost like, oh yeah, Russell Wilson used to be very good at football, and this is what it looked like when he did. I really wanted the Giants to win this game, and I know, like, you know, overtime comes and things change, but they put on a show for sure. And that defense is pretty good. They gave 40 to the Cowboys, but that defense is still pretty good, and that line is scary.
Line's still scary. That secondary could use a little work.
Sure.
Cam Scattaboo, CT King. I think he's just fun to watch. Runs over people, goal line back. I think he's going to be a fixture in goal line formations moving forward. 11 carries, 45 yards, 1 touchdown.
A lot more play this week.
Touchdown.
A lot more play
Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
Might just be the reincarnation of Odell, Odell.
Malik Neighbors good at football. Who would have thought?
9 receptions, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns. Probably
LSU,
one in your fantasy week. Now, this team in Dallas clearly likes running the football. They like to give carries to a bunch of people who really don't have names. Javonte Williams, 18 carries, 97 yards.
He has a name, though. He was good in Denver.
It's true.
Better here.
Miles Sanders got work.
Yeah.
5 carries, 15 yards, 1 touchdown. Wow, what a prop that would have been, huh?
Yeah. No, you can't even predict that, to be honest.
The Cowboys win essentially because they have a kicker who could literally make a field goal from the opposite end zone.
Yeah, he's the MVP of this game, to be honest. He
hit a 66-yard field goal to tie the game.
It might have been 64 or 66. But yeah, he ties the game and then wins the game.
What are you doing? We'll get into who the Cowboys play next. Seahawks go into the Steeler Nation and got a freebie because of a terrible special teams play on account of the Pittsburgh Steelers, who let...
I didn't know this was a rule.
So with the new kickoff and everything, by the way, I don't know if you saw Donald Trump came out and hates the new kickoff rules.
All right. Okay, dude.
It was the best tweet I think I read all week.
It's just like...
And the masses of things, of all the things wrong in this country, he comes out and he's just like... Not a fan of the kickoff.
It's just like, dude,
putting in legislation, executive order to change the kickoff.
And so
a kickoff touches a Steeler player, a returner.
Caleb Johnson.
Goes into the back of the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't leave the end zone after touching the player. George Holani recovers the muffed kick in the back of the end zone. Touchdown Seahawks, 24-17.
I would expect that to be a touchdown, but in the grand scheme of things, I think he was just like, it's going to go out, we're fine. But even so, that's a touchback if it touches him, right?
No, if it's in the end zone after it touches him, that's a live football.
But if it goes through the touch...
Correct.
Yeah.
If it goes out of the back of the end zone,
team,
that's
isn't it?
technically
that's possession. I don't like. That's the thing that confused me, and they should know that if they're playing special teams. Like, You should know that.
I think that's only when you're playing right. So if, for example, if you throw the ball out of the back of the end zone as a runner on offense into your own end zone, then that is in fact a turnover and technically a touchback by NFL rule and football rules. Now, Kenneth Walker came back out and was like, hey, I'm still good at football.
He's very good. Everybody was like, Charbonnet? Do we get Charbonnet now? No, Kenneth Walker's still the lead back until he gets injured.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think Ken Walker is back, and Sam Darnold doing Sam Darnold stuff.
Well,
2
my
touchdowns,
thought was
300 yards.
I think the Steelers are 28th in defense this year right now. This is a team that you just expect the Steelers to always be good at defense, and I just don't. This year, they're not as good as they've been.
Well, the secondary looks pretty stout. Cooper Kupp had a Cooper Kupp game, 7 receptions, 90 yards.
He's still alive. This
Jackson
is the
Smith
he's still alive game of the year.
He's still alive, and all those guys you thought were going to score touchdowns didn't. I could see Cooper Kupp being more of a fixture. Aaron Rodgers looked very human.
We were watching this, and I was like, "Oh, Aaron Rodgers." My sister's like, "How is he still playing?" I'm like, "I know." She was like, she doesn't know anything about football. She's like, "Aaron Rodgers still playing football?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess so. That's what we're doing right now."
A lot of checkdowns. DK Metcalf got his revenge touchdown, but that was about the majority of the story.
Yeah. He doesn't have as much zip as he used to have. That's for sure. But I still think, if the Steelers play to their ability, they could be just above 500, maybe a sneaky wild card team. That's about it. That's where I leave them.
I agree with that statement. The Rams went into Tennessee and smacked up the Tennessee Titans. Stafford is still really good at football. Puka Nacua can run it.
That two-headed monster at receivers, all right with them, I'm sure.
Devontae Adams still looks really good at football. Has a quarterback that can get him the football. He went to the wrong side of the West Coast. Should have just signed with them early on. He'd probably be far happier if he did. Cam Ward looked good.
This is what I was going to say. Tennessee Titans fans are not mad about this game. Because they're one-track minded right now. They're like, is Cam Ward good? And we are steady on the path of Cam Ward looks pretty damn good at football. And you got to be happy about that as a Titans fan.
I would agree with that statement. I do believe that Cam Ward has a lot of talent, hardworking dude, and impressive arm talent. Made a hell of a throw across his body into the end zone for a touchdown. Impressive.
Rules and regulations of football since the beginning of time was like, never, ever make that throw. Never, ever do that. He's rolling out to the right, crossbody into the end zone, and you're like, oh, geez. I remember it came out of his hand. I'm like, oh, no. And then just beautiful. Exactly where it needed to be.
It was a great ball, shows his throwing power, shows his athletic ability. Definitely a throw you'd make in Madden right before the half, just like, fuck it, he's down there somewhere.
Yeah, and it's a pick 92% of the time. But if you can make the confidence to make that throw at his level right now, like, you got to be happy as a Titans fan at the end of the day.
The Bills, on the other hand, went to Jersey and smacked up the Jets.
Yeah.
And fun fact, there was not one passing touchdown on this entire game.
I thought Tyrod Taylor had one.
No.
You sure?
Oh, I'm talking about on the Bills side.
Oh, okay.
The Bills didn't throw for one touchdown.
Well, also,
they ran all of them in.
Josh Allen with the broken nose. That was wild. I thought that was a bigger issue when he went out. I'm like, he's going to get injured? Like Josh Allen? And then he comes out.
Well,
and
he came off the field just like, my nose is shot. Like, somebody fix it. And he went right back in.
I know.
They had a great check. They had a great check. He had a
Trubisky. Mitchie Trubisky. You see that? Trubisky gets in there. A little Mitch action, dude. Come on now.
Mitch is back. Mitch also has a commercial, which is kind of cute.
I know.
I think Mitch is living out his dream. Lives in Buffalo.
I love
the
career trajectory for him. He's going full like Chase Daniel shit right now, and I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, hey, to be Josh Allen's backup quarterback and just chill,
please,
maybe
every day.
What a great career! Just to like make millions, just to throw a football
every once in a while, not even all the time. Yeah.
You just practice, right? So you just get paid to practice and practice well and just work on your craft. And then you just go home and there you have it.
Yep. James Cook looks like his brother a lot. Like prime Dalvin Cook is what I'm getting from James Cook.
James Cook, 21 yards, 130 or 21 carries, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's good. Justin Fields concussed officially.
Yeah, this is the week of starting quarterbacks just going down. We get yet another year of Tyrod Taylor playing quarterback. It's never going to end. We're just going to have him every year. This is going to be like 3-4 weeks for Tyrod Taylor to start quarterback.
That's very true. You know who is not a backup but looks like a backup?
Who's that?
Tua Tagovailoa. So Tua Tagovailoa does not look good, even though he did throw for 2 touchdowns. The Dolphins are probably cooked. Seems like the locker room's lost. The Patriots, on the other hand, look promising.
The Dolphins, I would actually argue against that. I don't think that this game should have been as close as it is. If you're a Patriots fan, you're honestly kind of sad. Like, Matt, like you win the game. But the Dolphins look so bad, and somehow they were within a score. That would have, Mike McDaniel's seat is the hottest in the NFL. Nothing's working on the offensive side. Their defense isn't very good, and it's still a 1-score game at the end of the game. If I'm a Patriots fan, I want to beat it by 2 touchdowns or at least 2 scores.
You know what's interesting to me about this team is that it seems like we drafted Travian Henderson. He only had 3 carries.
Yeah, it was Ramondre again.
Yeah, 2 receptions. And then, of all people, Antonio Gibson's getting a lot of work. Antonio Gibson returning kicks.
That was
fun.
And
returned back-to-back kick returns for touchdowns. It was like yin and yang.
Yeah, Dolphins do it, Vrabel's pissed. Patriots do it, Vrabel's jacked.
You love to see it.
I was watching with my brother, and he's just like, that's Antonio Gibson? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, he looks fat. I'm like, yeah, he does. He looks older for sure. He looks slower. But it worked out.
He looks a little old and a little chubby. But he looked good.
Sure. Hey,
Patriots win 33-27.
That'll get you paid. All right. Jaguars, Bengals. We talked about it a little bit. Jake Browning wins the game for them. If I'm a Jacksonville Jaguar fan, I'm like, what do we do?
Trevor Lawrence shooing the coach away? Duval.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, the Jaguars don't even look that bad. It's just like, if you're a Jags fan, you're kind of like a Bears fan. You're like, this is our number 1 pick. He's good sometimes and bad other times. And they just don't win games with him. It's a weird spot. Travis Hunter looked good on defense, though. I'll give him that.
Travis Hunter is a hell of an athlete. I think that'll always be the case. But can they put it together there in Duval County?
And 49ers. Thomas Jr.
Very good at football.
Not anymore, it feels like. He just keeps dropping balls and not getting catches.
It seems like there's some issues with ball placement on Trevor Lawrence's side. Now,
if you're that guy,
the guy to pay attention to, who actually might get some more carries than more people anticipate, is Baishal Tootin out of Virginia Tech, who got Tank traded. So kind of interesting.
Yeah. They like him a lot. He's a beast. He's going to get a lot of work, I'm sure.
I would see it. All right, 49ers and Saints. 49ers win. Shout out to the Mac Jones game. 26-39, 3 touchdowns.
Mac Jones, Spencer Rattler, what a matchup. Maybe in college, what a matchup. But, yeah, I didn't need this one.
Not today. Ravens absolutely spanked the Browns 41-17.
Who got in, Mike?
Dylan Gabriel.
You told me he was all year he's not going to play. He's not going to play all year. He gets in week 2.
What's crazy, what came out after, of course, we released the podcast last week, and then the story comes out over the weekend. There was a report in the offseason right before day 3 of the draft that the Ravens wanted to take Shedeur Sanders.
And why did
Shedeur Sanders told them, not today, pal. Keep it for a different day. I don't want to go to you. For the sake of, I'm not just trying to be a career backup for Lamar. I want an opportunity to start, which is insane.
I don't want to back up Lamar. Instead, I'm going to be the 3rd piece behind Joe Flacco and Dylan Gabriel. Okay. It's the same thing as Nico. Don't hedge your bets on that. Take the team that wants to take you. Honestly, if you could back up Lamar Jackson, get a couple plays, learn from the Ravens system, and then go somewhere else and play, like that's your best case scenario. Not going to the Browns.
Ego will be the devil, aka Pride could be the devil. Let's
Pride
leave
is the
our
devil.
therapy session towards the end, shall
Okay.
we?
Yeah,
Broncos and Colts.
Daniel Jones is the MVP.
Daniel Jones is good at football, man. I don't know what more to say.
Holy
Vince,
shit.
what are they calling him? What are they calling him in Indy right now?
Oh, Indiana Jones, dude. He's Indiana Jones.
We got fucking Indianapolis Jones out here.
If you're a Colts fan, you're like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not going to question this at all. I'm taking it for what it is.
Indianapolis Jones. So if you've ever watched Trailer Park Boys, Ricky looks at Bubbles when he's like, Bubbles, who do you think I am? Indianapolis Jones? Well, Danny Jones is Indianapolis Jones.
Tyler Warren looks good. Daniel Jones looks good. Jonathan Taylor is back to being the man. Like, if you're a Colts fan, you are holding your breath, knocking on wood, and happy with what's going on right now. And hopefully it can persist. Jim Irsay's daughter is headphones on. I don't know if you saw this. Wears the headphones, listens in. She's like, I'm in on all of this. That could be a trouble in the future. But right now they're happy. Shane Steichen's happy. Everybody's rocking right now.
I think the ultimate credit needs to be given to a kicker, by the way. Spencer Schrader. 5 of 5. 45 being his longest kick. 17 points.
Yeah.
For this team.
That's fine. Points come in many ways. Other side, the Broncos are like, okay, we feel like we're kind of good. We don't really know exactly where we are. Bo Nix is going to go around. He's going to throw the ball a lot. I mean, the Colts might be good. So this might not even be a bad loss by the end of the year.
Sean Payton and Bo Nix trouble.
I don't know yet.
Arguing on the sideline.
I think that's just the way that they function. But at the end of the Colts, there's two things. The Colts might be good, or they're the Saints of last year. Because, recency bias is a thing. But the Saints were 2-0 last year, and everybody's like, maybe they're good. And they weren't. So keep an eye out. But if you're a Colts fan, you're hoping it keeps going.
What's very interesting about this game, Cortland Sutton, really nowhere to be found in this one.
I know. I have him on fantasy. It's kind of pissing me off. But he'll come around, I'm sure, at some point. But I'm like, do I bench him? I don't know if I do or not.
Fingers crossed. Always when you bench them, they seem to come around. The Panthers went to Mike's neck of the woods, and it seemed like for a second there, Bryce Young was good again, but he's not.
He's not.
There you go.
He just isn't good. And the Cardinals are good enough. It's kind of how I felt.
Cardinals are good enough to go up early and potentially give the game away. James Conner, really good at running footballs. Michael Wilson got in the end zone. Trey McBride getting a lot of volume. Not a surprise.
Where you at, Marvin? Where you at,
Marvin Harrison, 2 receptions, 27 yards. Really nothing to write a book
Drafted
about.
Way too high to be getting 2 receptions, my man. Come on.
Hunter Renfrow.
Awesome. Welcome back.
2 touchdown games, 7 receptions. I mean,
Weird.
Another person.
Why did he vanish for 2 years? He was good when he left, and he's good now.
You want to know something interesting? Xavier Legette, I don't think he's that good.
I don't think he is either. I think he was just the one guy that they had last year. You want to know who is good, though?
Tet McMillan.
Yeah, he's good.
Absolute beast.
He's good.
Real good at football. I digress.
No doubt.
All right. It seemed like the Panthers were going to try and come back in that game, and Calais Campbell sacked the smallest player in the league, who's also just happens to be the tallest player.
It was the battle of the minions is what this matchup was.
Right. We buried the lead on the Eagles and the Chiefs, as we do know that game was quite interesting, and the Eagles under a lot of question right now, and Travis Kelce wears goofy shit. Mm-hmm. The Falcons, this was the sleepiest Sunday night game against the Minnesota Vikings. JJ McCarthy, you thought was good. I don't think he's that good. Also,
I think the Bears are bad.
Right.
I don't think JJ McCarthy's good. I think the Bears are bad. I think that's what happened there, because this was different. The Falcons are obviously better than the Bears, and he just had a kid too. And then it's like, all right, Carson Wentz. That's what they're doing now. So that's what's happening in Minnesota.
Who knows where he got hurt, but at the end of the day, this game was an absolute snooze fest. You didn't miss much if you missed it. All right, Bucks and Texans.
Wait, first off, doubleheader on Monday night. How do you feel?
This was the game.
I know, but how do you feel about the Monday night doubleheader?
I'm not a big fan of it.
I hate it. The game ended at like midnight here. And the East Coast was
It
like 1 a.m.
I guess if you wanted to watch it, great. But at this stage of the game, if you're the NFL, what are you doing?
I'm not trying to fall asleep to a football game. Like, what are we doing? Like, come on.
It just seems very forced in my eyes. I digress.
Baker Mayfield's good at quarterback.
Baker Mayfield's a dog. He looks in the mirror in the morning. He sees a dog.
Yeah. I know it's a 1-point game. And like, if they win it, we talk about some different stuff too. But I think CJ Stroud might be a little longer than a sophomore slump. It doesn't feel like he's exactly where he needs to be. And it doesn't feel like he did in his rookie year. That's for sure.
Well, it also doesn't help that you traded away your best offensive tackle.
Yep. He has Christian Kirk though.
Okay.
$94 million. This guy.
I don't get it. And Christian Kirk will forever be a legend on this podcast.
Yep.
You know who's pretty decent at football?
Jay Herbert.
Nick Chubb.
Oh, Nick Chubb. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's lose a step. Maybe. Not really. Doesn't feel like it. I picked up Dameon Pierce thinking that was a good idea. Nick Chubb's going to be the main guy on that team for sure.
Woody Marks is out here getting carries. I mean, come on.
Dameon Pierce,
legend.
Dameon Pierce healthy scratch because they knew what they wanted. So Joe Mixon comes back. They have Chubb. They're in a good spot. It's a nice spot.
This game was crazy. You thought that the Texans were maybe going to win that game, but it was Baker time. Baker led a beautiful drive.
Right when they got the ball at the end of the game, I'm like, oh, they're going to score. Baker Mayfield's gone from like I don't know if he's good in the NFL to like give him the ball at the end of the game. He's going to do something special.
Mike Evans will do that to you. All right. We had the Chargers and Raiders, and the Raiders lost, and Geno Smith is not good. And Justin Herbert got laid, and he's really good.
Yep. That's all I have to say about that. Chargers might win the fucking division if the Chiefs can't figure it out.
I think there's a very high potential, especially now that the fact that they're 2-0 and the Chargers and the Chiefs are 0-2.
Sure.
Okay. Let's have a Bears therapy session.
Yeah, let's do it.
I just don't think it's it, man.
This is what I've been telling myself. We haven't had a winning record since 2018. What is it? 7 years since then. You can't expect them to be great this year. But it doesn't feel like anything's clicking. The defense was bad. First drive looked good again. And then after that, it ended up being bad. Can't really run the ball. Roma Dunze is very good at wide receiver, and he's definitely a wide receiver 1. And and the Lions are still good. And Dan Campbell's a good coach. So that's what I got. Can't blame it on Caleb. That wasn't Caleb's fault.
The defense did not show up.
Yeah.
You were basically a hot butter through knife. You got double digits scored on you in every quarter.
Yep.
Now, I understand at the half, that was a confusing officiating call. No one understood it. Everybody was questioning what the hell is going on here. I don't get it. So if you didn't watch the game, basically there was a long pass by Jared Goff down the sideline to a no-name receiver. I will find his name because he would have one reception.
Are you talking about
Isaac Tesla?
Tesla, dude, he's the man. He's good, actually.
One reception, 29 yards. Beautiful reception. One-handed. Comes down with it. Okay, great. Clock is still running. He was not tackled out of bounds.
Yep.
We thought it was the end of the quarter. Well, allegedly, the ref called the play dead, which in fact stopped the clock and gave the Lions the opportunity to play one more play before the half, which was a beautiful dime in the corner of the end zone to Amon-Ra.
Yep. And even if that didn't count, it's still 46-21.
Yeah, but if that doesn't count, for example, you're only down a touchdown going into the half. It looks a lot different than being down 2.
Yeah, we had control of that game for 0 minutes of that game. So
that's very true. Caleb Williams, 19 of 30, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, interception. The hero bullshit needs to stop.
He played all right, but again, I just can't blame it on him. Like, what are you supposed to do? It was just bad all around.
Vince, you know what I'm a little confused about? Why are we still hitching wagons as an organization to lame duck general managers? And then last year it was lame duck head coaches.
Yep. Yeah, Ryan Poles feels the heat. It has
no,
to be
Vince,
more.
He doesn't feel heat.
No, now he
just
does.
got re-signed.
Now he does. You can still get fired. You could definitely still get fired. I feel like at this point it's less of a person you choose and more of a cultural dissonance. I think it's the team more than it's the people at this point. What are you supposed to do? I mean, everybody else that comes in here at some point, it's the definition of insanity, letting somebody else in expect something different. It's the same shit every time.
Your second round draft pick that you took to make a difference, Ozzie Trapillo, inactive, healthy scratch.
Mm-hmm.
The year before that, Karam Anagaji, third round pick, healthy scratch.
I don't like Karan at all. They like Braxton Jones for some dumb fucking reason. And he's a human turnstile. And he's the reason that they gave up multiple sacks and pressures. And it's just, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm so apathetic. Everything was so bad that I don't even know if I can pinpoint a thing.
Luther Burden III, second round draft pick, a guy everybody's touting as one of the steals of the draft. 1 reception, 5 yards.
Yeah, well, you got to feed 2 tight ends, DJ, Rome, and Luther. Luther's, 5th on that totem? Like, maybe use that pick on something in the defense. I don't know.
Colson Loveland, first round draft pick, 10th pick in the draft. People were calling you to trade up for him. You said no.
Yeah.
Colson Loveland, 0 receptions. 2 receptions in 2 games.
Maybe we need that old tight end room where we had like 7 of them. Just bring more tight ends.
Tyler Warren, on the other hand, has 11 receptions and 155 yards in 2 games.
DJ loves him. But also, they're not forcing Daniel Jones to give 6 different guys the ball. It's like Michael Pittman and him, like,
Okay. Let's play a game. I like this game. Let's play Name That Quarterback.
Okay.
2025 regular season stats. 421 yards.
I already know what you're doing. Yeah.
3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, QBR 57.6. Who's that quarterback, Vince?
That's 2025, you said?
Yeah.
Caleb?
Spencer Rattler. Let's talk about Caleb.
Doing that one. I thought you were doing the Caleb and Mitch comparison.
No, that's a good one too, though. I'm going even deeper down the rabbit hole. If anybody who didn't pay attention to college football, Spencer Rattler is most notably the guy who got leapfrogged by Caleb in the Texas State Fair game, also known as
the Red
River
Rivalry.
Red River Shootout.
The Red River Shootout.
Caleb Williams, on the other hand, 417 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 57.7 QBR. Okay. Know what the difference of these 2 quarterbacks are?
What, in the NFL?
Uh-huh.
No.
One was taken with the first pick overall and won a Heisman Trophy, and the other was taken in the 4th round. All right.
Correct me now. Yep.
I don't know how long this is going to last. The Bears lost in an epic way, and they play the Cowboys this week. We'll get our predictions here next. Any other thoughts on the therapy session other than we're apathetic and sad?
Not a therapy session, but one very cool stat that I heard today about a different team.
Okay.
Who has the best career QBR ever?
Modern era?
Ever. Since QBR has been taken into account.
When's the modern stat era of the NFL beginning?
I think QBR became a thing in like 2001 or 2.
Okay.
But I think you can compute it for everybody when I was looking at this stat.
And it's true quarterbacks, guys who truly play quarterback.
This is throw the ball, catch the ball. Running's not taken into consideration for this.
Peyton Manning.
No. One more guess and I'll tell you. You're not going to get it.
Is he like a no-name?
No. He's won MVPs.
Tom.
Nope. Lamar Jackson is the best ball thrower in the history of the NFL.
Wow.
And what do people say about Lamar Jackson?
He couldn't throw the football.
Glorified running back, best ball thrower ever. Right now, it'll change as he goes, but right now, and this is a lot of career that he has behind him already, the best ball thrower in the NFL. Ever. Can't throw a ball. Glorified running back. Fuck off. He's the man. I love him.
Okay, let's get some picks in here. I am going to call the picks this week because it's my turn.
Yep. So, and you pick first this week. I picked first last week. So
yep. So I will say them, call it. Vince will follow up with his pick. Okay. Thursday night. Let's kick this whole shindig off. We have the Bills at home against the Dolphins. Mike is going to pick the Bills. Vince.
So is Vince. Move on.
All right. Battle of the backups. First game in the Sunday window. Vikings at home against the Bengals. Carson Wentz to start. And what's that guy's name again for the Bengals?
Jake Browning.
Jake Browning to start for the Bengals. Vince, I'm going to go with the Vikings.
You're taking the Vikings. I'm taking the Bengals. Jake Browning knows the system. Right. Carson Wentz is brand new.
All right, let's do it. We jump to the second game of the Sunday window. We have the Jags at home against the Texans. Give me the Texans in a get-right game.
I want to do this. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. I cannot rely on the Jaguars right now. Give me the Texans.
You cannot. All right, the Colts go to Tennessee to play the Titans. Give me the Colts. I think this train keeps a chugging along.
Indiana Jones, baby. Give it to you, too.
Indianapolis Jones. All right, the Raiders go to Maryland, a.k.a. Washington, and play the Commies. Give me the Commies.
Yeah, get that Packers stink off of them. They're ready to beat the Raiders here. I'll take the Commanders.
The Rams go to Philly once again. This time it will not be snowing like crazy as the NFC Championship game was. And the Rams will play the Eagles. Give me the Rams.
Damn
I have an away upset on this one.
I wanted them so bad.
Do it.
I know. For the sense of parity, I'm going to take the Eagles, but I do think the Rams can and will win this game. I'm taking the Eagles.
It's an option. Fun fact, Sean McVay tore his plantar fascia.
How?
Jumping up on the sideline, running up and down.
Excited little minx, huh?
Fascia. Yeah, he's an excited little leprechaun. All right, the Falcons go to Charlotte to play the Panthers. Give me the Falcons. I still think this train keeps moving.
Yeah, Bryce is bad again, so Falcons all day.
Steelers go to Boston to the fucking Foxborough.
So Foxborough?
A little Foxborough, dude. Steelers, Patriots. I think the Patriots win this game.
Yeah, this is one of those close games for me. I'll take the Steelers because I just think the matchup is better for Tom here, or for Aaron, so I'll take it.
All right, let's jump over to the mistake by the lake, also known as the Cleveland Browns against the Packers. Give me the Packers. I think that's a no-brainer.
Yep, I'll take him the rest of the year. Give me the Packers.
The Jets jump into Florida, where a lot of people from Jersey and New York go to retire. I don't believe the Jets are going to do anything but retire. I think the Bucs win this game.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor, no thanks. Give me Baker.
The Broncos go to SoFi Stadium in California to play the Chargers. The Broncos and the Chargers, interdivision matchup. Broncos off of a heartbreaker of a penalty that gave the Colts a last-second field goal to win that game by a point. Broncos are going to be pissed. Chargers look tough. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, shoot. I want to take the Broncos here. I just think the Chargers are good. I'm going to take them as well.
Fiddlesticks. All right, the Saints go into Seattle to play the Seahawks. Saints, dog water. Seahawks, okay. Give me the Seahawks.
Because of that, agreed.
The Cowboys go into our beloved Bears and Chicago. Mike's following the sadness into Chicago this weekend. Give me the Cowboys. I can't.
We're never gonna win again. Give me the Cowboys as well.
I can't see it until they prove me wrong, so I'm picking against them. What are your keys to this game? Any keys
for the Bears?
Yep.
Learn how to play defense because CeeDee Lamb's pretty good. So if they could figure out how to learn how to play defense, we'll be in a good spot.
Jalen Johnson out for this game.
Out for the year.
Okay, we're fucked.
He's done.
And Kyler Gordon, we don't know what's going to happen there, so that's not good. And TJ Edwards also out, not good. So there's a lot of things that aren't good on defense right now, and Groundhog's Day. All right, the Cardinals go to San Francisco to play the fucking 49ers. I'm going to pick the 49ers. I do think they're going to win this game at home because
Mac Jones looked good. I think it's going to be close, but I'm taking the Niners as well.
Do you
Shanahan
know a theory?
Wanted him.
I was just about to bring two birds of a feather.
He wanted him, but they made him take Trey Lance, and now they're like, I'm going to prove to you why I should have picked him. He wanted him, dude.
Mac Jones might look like a fucking accountant, but I think under Shanahan's system, he will win.
Yeah.
So
he can make Wonder Bread look like sourdough. He knows what he's doing.
Exactly. I love it. The Chiefs go to New Jersey to play the Giants. Give me the Kansas City Chief.
0-3. He missed me with that. Chiefs win.
Yeah. Lions, Monday night game against the Ravens in Baltimore. I can't root for them right now. Give me the Ravens.
You got to take the greatest quarterback in NFL history. You got to take him, dude. Yeah, give me the Ravens. Good to go.
And those are NFL picks. Vince right now is up 2 games.
Yes, sir.
For the season.
Mm-hmm.
Because I went 11-5. Vince went 12-4.
A lot of parity this week, though. It could switch up a lot by the end of next week.
It could change very quickly. If there's one upset, maybe the Cardinals take the 49ers. Maybe the Bears surprise you.
No.
Come out with a dub.
Don't think so. I think there's better odds elsewhere, but.
Do we think Everflush is going to come back, get his B's, and just be like, I know the zesty bitch Caleb is, and I know where all of his flaws are, and I'm going to focus on that?
You would assume he would watch tape to figure that out, but he doesn't do that, so we're good.
You don't think Everflush watches tape?
He certainly didn't have Caleb do it, so I'm not saying he's doing it himself either. He's got too many cats to take care of.
He's got a lot of cats. I mean, hey, Vince, maybe one of his daughters is still available. You could throw.
I still would, football dad. I'm in. That's my in.
This is going to be a fun week of parody. Our picks are going to be good. The boys are back.
They're so back.
The boys are back in the shy. We're going to be having some fun. We're going to be traveling for the week. We got some fun things. We got some fun content to bring your way, so stay tuned.
So back, dude. We're so back.
Boys are back in town. As always, we appreciate you stopping in. We appreciate the time you bring and give to this podcast week after week. As always, we have an air it out section if you want to call and give us your thoughts. We give you some betting options. Tell us how we did. 312-725-2107. Maybe this is a new thing. Tell us where we suck. Tell us where we're great. Maybe we made you a couple schmeckles. If you have a friend, if you have a close family member, maybe you're an uncle, right? The kiddos want to hear the boys on a good day. We're not always PC, but just bring them in. And this is a family affair. And as always, see you next week.
Peace.
Talking Tales with Mike and Vince. Oh, jazzy beats while we dispense. Yeah,